Rose, and this is the cage that'll be going up Thursday night. Thursday. And he'll be in there with one Roddy Piper.
In the past, they're talking about Seattle with the cage. They're talking about this in Eugene. Now in Portland Thursday night. Usually, everybody said I was afraid to get in a cage. Yes, I was afraid to get in a cage. But Piper, we've gone through it 3 times. The last 3 times we've gone through it, nobody has won. And this will decide if you are the best or if I am the best. And I have a little surprise for you, Piper. This is exactly what I'm going to do to you. This is your head. And I'm going to take This is your body. And this is the part that I'm going to bite off your head, whether it be Seattle, Eugene, but Thursday night in Portland.
All right, the 26th. It's on a Thursday rather than a Tuesday, a cage match here in Portland. We'll be back.
John Denton
talking about bowling. I don't know what the reference to bowling is, but Shag making the sign, you talk. That's what you do most of, is talk.
We heard from Buddy Rose a little earlier, and we were wondering what Roddy Piper might have to say about that.
Ho, howdy, ho, ho, ho! Some candy canes for the kiddies. Listen to me, come here. Come here, take a look at these 2 fine young fellows right here. It's Christmas time. This is a time of year for little kids like you. Look at this. Look, he just looks just like Bambi, doesn't he, man? Take a look at this time. Have you wrote your letter to Santa Claus yet? Yeah. Yes, I wrote my letter to Santa Claus, and it's going to take a special harness for Rudolph to bring back all these things that I want, and the most thing I want is a 10-foot steel cage. But first of all, I would like to throw a few candy canes is fine. I'd like you to take a look at these beautiful little children. There's a lot of little kids out there that aren't going to have a good Christmas unless we dip into our pockets a little bit, bring us a few cans of food, and bring a little money. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, Roddy Piper, that's easy for you to say. Well, where is your money? Well, let me tell you something. Maybe it's going to be Christmas for everybody, because here's just some money for you. How's that? There you go, man. And let me tell you something else. You kids, you just rush away here. God bless you. You rush away, and I saw Buddy Rose up here trying to show off. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to psych me out. That's what Buddy Rose is trying to do, squishing tomatoes against a steel cage, trying to psych me out, hoping I'll have nightmares. Well, listen to me, Buddy Rose. I did not get my name Roddy for nothing, Buddy Rose. I was thinking the other day, you trying to psych me out, Buddy Rose. I want you to take one good look, Buddy Rose. I want you to take one good look. Yes, maybe I am a little crazy, Buddy Rose. Maybe I'm going to need a little help here. Matt Bourne, King Parsons, a couple of fine athletes, and you step aside because I don't want you to get hurt. And you just check it out, Buddy Rose. You just check it out. Let me do it this way, because all them people there are going to get hurt. Bring the camera this way. I got a full bottle of beer here, Buddy Rose. You want some nightmares, Buddy Rose? You just check this out, brother. Buddy Rose! I heard it on the radio. It said, showdown, you bet. And I ain't even saddled my pony yet, brother.
Well, one of the wild ones. In the ring, all 3 wild ones.
Roddy Piper's trying to make you think that he's going to beat me. It's going to be Buddy Rose, brother.
Barry Owen to do the introduction.
The next event of the evening will be 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit on this 3-sided team bout. Introducing the team of Buddy Rose, Butch Miller, and Luke Williams.
The undefeated Army!
Their opponents will be Rick Martel, and Yaki Joe.
We're getting ready for a six-man. Well, we got six of them. Gonna go at it. Yaki Joe, and we have found out that he can take care of himself. Rick Martel, of course, the man who beat Bull Ramos 2 straight falls to see who gets a shot at the world champion early in 1980. Stan Stasiak, well, really don't need much qualification about Stan the man, former Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion. And we know about Buddy Rose and, of course, the New Zealanders. Martel and Rose starting. Buddy Rose, Rick Martel. Tie up, side headlock, thrown off, flying tackle puts Martel down. Dives underneath, throws, leapfrogs, catches him with his feet, throws him all the way across the ring, arm drag slam, shoulder throw. Young Rick Martel, a flying Frenchman, does a little flying with a drop kick. Now, oh, he turned him off with a rolling head scissors. 1, 2, did he get the pin? I do not think so. Miller got in time. Rose heading for the dressing room. Miller saved the fall. Elbow drop tried by Williams, misses on Martel. Whip into the corner. Williams over in his corner. No tag yet. He hasn't tagged out. Don't know if he's looking for one. He might be trying to sucker the young Frenchman into the corner. It's going to be a little trouble. This fella, pretty wise in the ways of the ring world. Rick Martel. Williams talking to his partner, Miller, and the general, Playboy Buddy Rose. So Martel has a word with Stan Stasiak, Yaki Joe. Traditional test of strength, the locked hands in the middle of the ring. Getting the head underneath one arm. Williams seemed to have it going his way. Now it's being turned over. They are even to this point, but Williams is getting him over in the corner. There's the tag. Here comes Rose. Williams holds before he goes out. A kick to the midsection by Rose, not turnbuckle treatment. A time the knee of Martel, head of Martel, slammed into the knee of Williams. Turnbuckle treatment blocked, and Buddy Rose gets it. To the midsection, elbow smash, top of the head. Drops him on the seat of his trunks twice. Grinding down with a side headlock. Elbow smash, top of the head. 1, 2, and again Williams. And to interfere and save what would have been a pin for sure. Yaki Joe coming in to take over. Side headlock, grinding it down on the Playboy. 21 of them, and Rose going to the wrong corner for the tag. Well, he got tagged all right, not the way he meant to. A shot to the head. I stand Stasiak. Yaki Joe again on Rose. Rose falls forward. In comes Stasiak. And he creams him out of the side headlock. The hardest puncher in pro wrestling. Rose able to just roll over and get the tag on Williams. Stasiak says, come on in. Rick Martel again, in against Williams. Elbow smash, top of the head. Side headlock on Williams. And I'll tell you, he gets those headlocks going in a flurry. Crowd can't even keep up with the count. Martel, side headlock. Brings Williams over to the corner, tags Stasiak. Stand the man. He goes to work. Miller in to interfere, no tag. And he got Stasiak a pretty good shot. Stasiak stopped Williams short of getting over to his corner and really creams him one out of the side headlock. The tag, and Yaki Joe is in. Williams cannot get over for the tag. Side headlock, Yaki Joe. Tag, and Ricky Martel comes in on Williams. Side headlock, Martel just holding it. Rose coming in to interfere, caught in a flying head scissors by Martel. And he goes back to work on Williams. The whip. Shoulder throw. A pie down hard. One. Rose in to interfere. I tell you, the team of Martel, Stasiak, and Yaki Joe have had this thing won. First fall about 4 or 5 times. And only interference by members of the Sheepherder plus Playboy team. Turnbuckle treatment now for the Frenchman. Miller got him in trouble in the corner. A head slammed into the knee of Buddy Rose. Rose now puts that neck throat across the top rope, jumping off the apron with it. Butch Miller working on Martel, setting him for the whip. And it's reverse. Martel going in after him after the whip. Ran into the upraised knee of Miller. The tag, and Williams is in. Covered with a body press. 1, 2. Martel refuses to be put away. Tries to get over for the tag. Stopped short by Williams. Cuts him off at the pass, literally. Set for the whip. And the leapfrog. Flying body press by Martel. 1, 2. And he is pulled off of the pin and all the way out of the ring. Rose is in there now. I assume there was a tag. Martel over in the corner with both Yaki Joe and Stasiak had come around to help him at the other side of the ring. Oh! A flying elbow smash by Rose. 1, 2. And it still didn't put Martel away. I don't see how Rick got up from that one. I really don't. Front headlock. Buddy Rose working on a front headlock. Martel fighting over. Gets the tag on Stasiak. Stasiak comes in. Sandy Bar didn't see it. Sandy Bar had his back turned, disallows the tag. Flying there for the takedown. It's Williams in now. Williams working on Martel. You saw it at home, but all officials, like everybody else, only human in any sport.
9 minutes gone.
Double team after the tag. Miller comes in. Williams holds. Butch Miller rolling Martel over. Gets a count of 2 with a body press. The tag is to Rose. Rose comes in. Cuts off Martel before he can get over and tag out. Flying drop kick, miss by Rose. Martel grabbed that top rope. Stopped short. Rose missed the drop kick. Went down hard. Recuperates in time. Stop Martel from tagging. Elbow drop. Flying elbow drop. Martel just out of reflexes. Got out of the way. Diving for the tag. And now Rose not so anxious to go at it. As a punching stand a man. Dex Miller, as he comes in to interfere, lays one on Williams outside. All the way up over the turnbuckle into the steel ring post. Yaki Joe. And there is a version of the hard punch. Yaki Joe whips him over. Rose over to Stasiak. Stasiak got him, but not the actual hard punch. He caught him in the chest. Tomahawk, judo chop. Rose is in trouble, but he's able to tag out. And he gets Williams and Yaki Joe taking over in the enemy corner. Judo chop. And it's Miller working on Yaki Joe from outside the ring. It's Williams trying to keep his attention. Referee's attention, that is. Yaki Joe in the enemy corner. Roll, shoulder roll, the tag, and here comes Stanley. Stand a man, and he's hot. Couple of punches, sets him for the whip. Catches him in the crusher hold. The body lock, Miller in to interfere. A tag, Rose takes it. He's been resting over there in that corner. He is whipped, and he's caught in the crusher hold. Williams gets the attention of the referee while Miller is able to get in, sucker him from behind. There was no tag, but Sandy Barr didn't see it, and it is going to be allowed. Miller getting the pin over Stasiak. The Sheepherders, the Army. Buddy Rose getting the first ball. Well, time once again to take a look at where the wrestling's coming up. We will take and a lot of action ahead of us. That is to say the least. In a very controversial fall. Sandy Barr's attention diverted. And the Army won the first ball, but it is the best 2 out of 3, remember.
Albert, I'm up.
Climbing in the ring. Butch Miller got the pin on Stan Stasiak. Stan immediately pulled into the enemy corner. They double team on him to tag. Williams in to work on him. Choking. 3, 4. And then he moved it to a legal hold, but he did not break. Whew, it's been a wild one tonight and this morning. Oh, they're going at it. Things are wild. I'll tell you, this last couple of weeks, last week of 1979, something wild, and we're going to start 1980. off with a super bang, too. I think this probably is the wildest 3 or 4 weeks of wrestling that I have seen in my 13-some years of professional wrestling in the Northwest. Taking punishment, but standing up to it, coming back swinging is Stasiak. But he's groggy. Ricky Martel in. Williams takes the tag. Caught him coming off the ropes. Young meet Harley Race, the world's champion, early in January. Body press, but Williams has a leg on the rope. Martel, body slamming. Doug Williams. Elbow. Martel. Doug Williams. Elbow drop. The top is going to put the main event, which some people insisted not be on the tube, is going to bring it to you folks at home on television. And I think one of the people didn't want it on the tube is Buddy Rose.
I told the people, and I'm telling you, I said if you put this match on TV, I'm never going to wrestle here again. Hell Bowen was here last week. You were in Spain. Now, did he tell you or did he not tell you what I said?
He said you signed a contract for this match, and it's up to me to tell you what match you're on, whether it's on TV or someplace else. And furthermore, Rose, if you don't go through the match and you don't want to wrestle, you can get gone for good as far as I'm concerned. Whether you go or not.
He wants no part of that collar.
You signed a contract, and it didn't say when you went on, now or later or any time. So either go through the match or get gone.
Buddy Rose doesn't want to do it.
Get in there.
Why don't you put your neck in there and see what it feels like? Huh?
There are 32 studded spikes, and they are sharpened on both collars. Those collars are latched together by about a 10-foot hunk of chain, 8 to 10 feet.
Get yours on too now. If you guys wanted this kind of a match, well, that's what you're going to get.
There goes Brooks starting to put his on. And he saw Rose drop his, and he quickly dropped it. And Rose heading for the dressing room. Rose is heading for the dressing room, shaking his head no. And Piper has blocked his way. You see on the left-hand side of your screen, Roddy Piper has blocked his way to the dressing room. Roddy Piper has blocked a way to the dressing room. Brooks comes up behind him. Roddy Piper holding on while Brooks connects the collar. Buddy Rose has been collared, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now
the next event will be a dogfight.
Brooks started to put his collar on. Now gets in a shot.
I should have known better to put this on TV anyway.
Well, I don't think we need much of an introduction. Bad news, Brooks. And against Buddy Rose. We're trying. We did not hear the introduction. I believe it almost has to be one fall. These usually are. Into a corner, wrestling around. Rose cracks him with the belt, with the buckle. Now he's got the buckle on his fist. Rose is getting the best of it here early. Now they're blocking against each other, and this is anything goes, apparently. Head into the turnbuckle, and again, Rose's head taken there by Killer Brooks. Now Brooks whips him over the back. What you try to do is get slack in that chain and use that chain as a weapon, and you can see Brooks is a master of it. This is the way he says they settled things down in Texas. He comes from Waxahachie, Texas. And he said when the going got tough, we put on the old dog collars. There's nobody running from anybody. And there was a winner. Now it is Brooks getting the best. He has thrown 2 or 3 punches right into the face of Buddy Rose. Rose wrapped up now in the chain around his neck in addition to the collar. You can't really tighten that collar up too much. It is buckled on, but you can use the chain. It's when one man wants to quit or cannot continue to go on that the match is over, and that apparently is the only time, because Rose is outside the ropes. He is not being counted on. He is not being ordered back in the ropes, back into the ring. He is not being ordered. Brooks is not being ordered to bring him back in. He does now of his own volition. Got his shot in there. And in that one, he had the rope just pulled tight, acting almost like a steel bar, only with links, which will cut you even more. And I am surprised the blood hasn't started yet. Buddy Rose in the Killers type of match, but Rose doing all right. Has it like a bridle on a horse, in the mouth and pulling on it. Don Owen ordering the match on early. I guess a few of you folks at home wrote in and called in. Said you wanted to see this one. Well, Tuesday, when Rose and his Piper Wiskowski go against Brooks and his partner Piper, there'll be no television. And that will be a wild one. We want Brooks is the cry of the crowd. One I thought I'd never hear a couple of months ago. A low blow by Brooks. Puts Rose to the canvas. Side headlock. Brooks Working on Rose. The blood is starting to flow now. Buddy Rose. Head has been opened by blows of the chain to the head. The chain wrapped around the fist. Now grinding open on those cuts. Brooks. And few people starting to look back toward the dressing rooms. We don't know what kind of security they got back there. We would think they'd have some of the security men on the doors. Because as you know, the other wrestlers are watching this on the monitor just as you are at home. Think they'd have some of the security men on the doors. Because as you know, the other wrestlers are watching this on the monitor just as you are at home. And at this point, you can almost bet Ed Wiskowski would like to be out here to help his buddy. But no help for Buddy Rose. Now the chain is draped over the turnbuckle, and Rose's head was slammed into it. And it'll be repeated. No, it's reversed. Well, almost a reverse. And that side of the neck that Wiskowski heard some weeks ago has just been pulled again. That side of the neck that Killer Brooks injured or had injured by Ed Wiskowski when the four of them were tagged and they came apart at the seams. They were together till that time. The collar pulled apparently on that part of the neck where the injury was. It's too technical for me to explain to you. Body slam. Brooks. Brooks trying to reverse leg drop. And outside the ring, now being wrapped around the pole. Killer Brooks is wrapping the neck of Rose around the pole. Sandy Barr is out there simply to say, do you want to give up? That's the only way this match will end, is if he gives up. And Wiskowski is coming out of the dressing room. He apparently got out, used a steel chair on Brooks. They are still tied together. Now, the collar has been taken off Wiskowski. It is still on Rose. Now Wiskowski working on Brooks in the middle of the ring. It's being stopped. Sure, it'll be a win for Rose by disqualification, or a win for Brooks by disqualification. Wiskowski has it. Here comes the Scotsman, Roddy Piper. And remember, a bloody Buddy Rose still has that chain on. They take it off now and they want to use it on him. And Rose, his face completely covered with blood, head for the dressing room. We're trying to get the decision. Well, whatever happens, these four that you just saw will be in action Tuesday. And Sandy Barr is not, no, Sandy Barr is saying no contest. Sandy Barr says there is no disqualification, therefore we can't have a DQ due to the interference. I do believe that's the ruling. He wants him back. Sandy Barr said this is a fight to the finish. I want Buddy Rose back here. That is what is happening. And remember, right now, Sandy Barr represents the commission. It's a little hot, but Sandy Barr trying to explain it. He said this is a match to the finish. There can be no disqualification. Again, we're sent back to the dressing room. Let's see. He's giving a message to Sandy Barr. Let's listen. Here's the official announcement.
He never beat me. He never beat me. Just say it.
Let's listen.
He never beat me. We got away. He never beat me.
Let's listen.
On this particular match or not.
To part 3. That's like 10. That's like East Market. That's the new Portland Adventist Medical Center. Portland, Oregon, 97216. If you're interested in a 5-day live-in plan to stop smoking, and I'll tell you this much, the price is right and it's a beautiful place to be if you're interested in stopping smoking. We are going to have a lot of action on tonight's card. It appears now, although we're still not going to promise you, it appears we're going to have that title match on TV. And we have a big one coming up right here. A preliminary, but it means a lot, and Don Owen will introduce.
Gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 245 pounds from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, 230 pounds from Amarillo, Texas, Jay Youngblood.
Ed Wiskowski is in the ring with his partner, talking about a knee. Apparently, Buddy Rose has suffered some kind of a knee injury. Wiskowski is in the ring with him, talking to Sandy Barr about it. And I think Barr has just said, as did the promoter Don Owen, hey, look, if the man's scheduled and he shows up and climbs in the ring, he's expecting a payday, so he has to wrestle. And Wiskowski is still saying, I believe he's talking about, look, let's make sure that Jay Youngblood stays off that knee, huh? It's injured. Sandy Barr is saying, let's just make sure you get out of the ring. Sandy Barr, and he's still having the discussion. Ed Wiskowski, the partner of Buddy Rose, and Rose really limping around with a bad right knee, and he's talking to Wiskowski. Sandy Barr is saying, Wiskowski, get down, and is he going to allow Wiskowski to stay at ringside? No, he is not. Now, so far he is. He's not, is he? He gets to hang around. Youngblood, and this is Jay Youngblood. There's Wiskowski outside the ring. Good shot of him. Playboy Buddy Rose. And Rose now, what, if playing possum? Maybe. You just never know about Rose. Maybe a game he is allowing, so far, Sandy Barr's allowing Wiskowski to stay down at ringside. He's saying stay away from the ring, but you can stay on the floor of the arena. Wiskowski is being allowed to stay down there as long as he's out of reach of the ring. And into the corner, and Wiskowski moves in immediately. Buddy Rose suckered him into the corner. Wiskowski went to the leg. They got him over in the corner, and Rose is working on him. It still looks like he actually has a bad knee. Wiskowski's in the ring, and he's getting into it with Barr, and he's turning Barr away, physically holding Barr back as Rose goes to work on that left arm, and now Wiskowski is working on Barr. He's creamed him a couple of times. Now he's holding him. The bell is being rung, but Rose continues to work on the arm of Jay Youngblood. He just sent the Kangaroo into the hospital this week in possible surgery. Youngblood suffered surgery earlier this year as a result of Buddy Rose. And now Wiskowski is holding the referee over in the other corner while Buddy Rose is working on Jay Youngblood, working on the left arm. The bell is ringing, but of course, no one is there. Andy Barr not able to enforce the rules. Wiskowski's working on him. Here comes Moondog. Moondog Mayne onto the dressing room. Sandy Barr is thrown out of the ring. Watch out, Wiskowski's up. Moondog Mayne has his boot off to beat on the arm. But Wiskowski is working on Mayne. They are doubling up. Here comes Rick Youngblood. Now things will be evened up a little bit. And I've never seen things wilder. I'll tell you, Mayne is clubbing that left arm of Rose's with his boot. What condition Jay Youngblood is in, we don't know. Fans are helping limping Sandy Barr into the ring. Well, still limping, apparently not playing possum, but trying to get by with a sore knee, or maybe still playing possum. We can't tell for sure. At any rate, and there's blood flowing. He even opened a wound, opened a cut on the arm. Besides working on that elbow. Moondog Mayne in to help Jay Youngblood first. Rick may have been in another part of the dressing room, not watching the monitor. But he soon came out, and I'll tell you, Jay Youngblood is holding that arm in a very, very funny position. Well, we'll only hope. I'll tell you, we try to accept as much wrestling, professional wrestling, as we can as a rough sport. That's all there is to it. It's a tough sport, and they got somebody's belt. They're going to put a sling, make a sling affair for that arm. As we say, we try to accept as much of it as we can because it's a rough, tough sport. The same way you have to watch football and the injuries. But of course, I don't think any better than anybody else to see intentional injuring of somebody. And it has happened again, and it seems to be the same person each time. Playboy Buddy Rose, one of the few men I've ever seen, and now apparently Ed Wiskowski of the same mind, to actually get into the ring to work at seriously injuring an opponent. And the Kangaroo last Saturday, Johnny Boyd hospitalized. Whether he'll need surgery, we don't know. Boyd has left the area completely, is not wrestling. And now Jay Youngblood again. I remember a number of months ago, back early this summer, he was knocked out of commission for something like 5 or 6 weeks and had surgery on that same arm that he's now holding, that Boyd went after, or that Rose went after. Jay Youngblood bleeding also, opened a cut on there. And And whether that could be where the surgery was before, that had healed up quite well. But the cut, not nearly as serious, of course, as what else may have happened. Ligaments, cartilage. I do not think it's broken, but I don't believe there's any doubt that it is injured. And how badly injured, we doubt very much if we'll know before we go off the air. Might be as late as next Saturday before we'll be able to get you a report on that. I guess the big thing we'll mention is that Buddy Rose has done it again, and you can bet Lonnie Mayne, a very good friend of the Youngblood brothers, in fact wrestled with them and knew them down in Texas, and he has Buddy Rose in the ring next Saturday here at the Portland Sports Arena, and he will not be forgetting it. Rick Youngblood, Lonnie Mayne, Sandy Barr, all helping, hurting Jay Youngblood, and Jay drops to the cement right there on the way to the dressing room. They're trying to clear a path, and I'll tell you, that is so hard to help a man that way because you just don't know. The pain is excruciating. That is obvious. We will, of course, try to find out how serious that it might be. Lonnie Mayne's coming up here. We've got a commercial to do. So while we're getting it to the dressing room, and we've got Lonnie up here to talk to him about it in just a moment. Right now we're going to cut away, and it is Country John Denton for Friendly Chevrolet. Out in Lake Oswego. Go out and see him tomorrow. Here's John.
John Denton for Friendly Chevrolet, and we have a gigantic selection of 1977 model cars and trucks for you folks to come out and choose from. At unbelievable low prices, take a look at this 77 Impala Sport Coupe with an automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes, has tinted glass, an AM radio, all vinyl interior, and white striped tires. This is a brand new 77 for $46.95. Or how about a 77 Camaro Sport Coupe with a V8 engine, has automatic transmission, has power steering, power brakes, tinted glass, AM radio, and vinyl roof for only $48.95. This is a demonstrator. It's got 2,200 miles on it, folks, but that's a 77 Camaro for $48.95. 77 Monte Carlo Sport Coupe with a V8 engine, automatic transmission, has power steering, power brakes, tilt steering wheel, AM radio, tinted glass, vinyl roof, rally wheels, and has a special custom 50/50 interior for $51.95 at Friendly Chevrolet. Here's Motor Trend Magazine's Car of the Year, 77 Caprice Sedan with an automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes, V8 engine, has tinted glass, AM radio, vinyl roof cover, knit cloth interior, and air conditioning for only $58.95. We're open every night till 10 o'clock. Why don't you folks come on out and visit with us?
Sunday at 5, Laurence Olivier and Michael Caine star in the historical tribute to the Battle of Britain.
Pilots are doing well. The enemy are losing at the rate of 2 to 1. Then he can afford to, can't he? Never sends more than half his bombers at one time. Must find 4 pilots or lose.
The Battle of Britain on Hollywood's Best, Sunday at 5 on KPTV, Channel 12.
Well, kind of an opportune time right now, but we did want to mention it. Somebody thought enough of Lonnie at his birthday there. You see a beautiful birthday cake, and of course it's kind of being wasted because Lonnie is not in the mood for any kind of celebration right now.
Buddy Rose, I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna break nobody else's arm. Nobody's arm, and I guarantee you, and you people from Portland, Oregon agree with me, I'm gonna bust his arm. I don't care what I gotta do, Frank. He's gonna get his arm busted one way or the other. He's done too many. Ventura, tonight, Jay Youngblood.
Boy,
how many arms?
Last weekend. That's twice for Youngblood.
Johnny Boy. And I'm telling you right now, Sam Oliver Vass, Buddy, you puke, you're going to get your arm broke. John Anson, I'm just going to say one thing. If I tell you to get your umbrella out, take it out because it's going to rain. But you ain't going to break no more arms. Because come, you know what? Frank. I can smell excitement in the air for once. And you know, I'm gonna take this boot, and I'm gonna take to that pretty boy, huh? That big, fat, over-idiot, psychology, that might not be the right word, is all I'm saying. I'm gonna beat your butt, boy. You hear me? I'm gonna beat your butt. I'm gonna break your arm and show you how it feels. What do you people think?
We might also add there's some youngsters, of course, we understand looking in tonight that you might want to dedicate when you get Rose in the ring. Dedicate that win to them. We understand if the kids down at Fairview are looking
Fairview,
in.
that's right, Frank. I didn't get a chance. I missed an airplane. God bless you in Fairview. God bless for the cake. And God bless you, Buddy Rose, when I bust your arm and see how you feel. You won't be picking your nose for a while, boy.
Okay, that's the Moondog, and I'll tell you, if there wasn't enough hate going between those two before, it got going tonight. Whew. Well, we'll be back in just a moment, coming to you live in the Portland Sports Arena, and I'll tell you, the action has just gotten underway. If you can believe that, we're still in the preliminaries, and all this has been happening. We'll be back in a minute. Right now, we're going to hear from Tom Peterson. Back. Gino Hernandez. Gives him a right cross. Body slams again. Getting a little discouraged about having trouble putting him in away, but Anson's a big one. Caught in the grapevine. The abdominal stretch. Ansen refusing to give up and is able to pull him off by use of the hair. Goes to the hair for the pull-off. Andy Sandybar there in the ring. Remember, tickets on sale at his flea market here tomorrow. They open up about 8, go to about 4. Flying tackle by Anson. Misses the second one. The third one, he catches a drop kick. Runs flush full into it. And I'll tell you, you've got to give credit where credit's due. He is not an easy man to put away. Hernandez has had him hurt a couple of times. Now gets him off balance as Anson went for the body slam. Got him off balance. Got a count of 2 out of it. Hernandez has really hung in there and has come so near. In fact, he came near a couple of times, beating Anson 2 straight falls. If it were on points and it ended right now, you'd have to give it to Hernandez, but that's not the way it is. Suplex throw. Reverse suplex throw. 1, 2, and... Oh, I thought he hit him. Hernandez, 2. Refusing to be put away. That suplex is almost a sure finisher. Headbutt by Hernandez. Anson goes down, covered by the body press. 1, 2, and almost. Anson just refusing to be put away. And as we told you so many times, these wrestlers, especially one with the experience of an Anson, have reflex action. They hear that count of 2 on the mat, and they just react. And they collide. That was Anson going for the flying shoulder tackle, and he got it, but he was a little out of position. His head whipped against Hernandez. Consulting referee looking on. And he is as groggy as Hernandez. Hernandez catches him to the midsection, and then an eye gouge. A right cross, and forearm smash by Hernandez. Flying body press, really plopped down on him that time, but a count of 2 is all he can get. Cannot get 3, goes for the body slam. Anson hit hard. Reverse elbow dropping, that could do it. 1, 2, and no. Anson refuses to be put away. It's a fall apiece. Going for the win, and it would be a big one for Hernandez. He body slams, misses the elbow drop. Anson getting out of the way. Now stretching out that left leg, coming off the ropes. Roddy was going for the leg, but it was a reverse leg drop across the throat. 1, 2, and knee to the top of the head. Anson tumbles alongside Hernandez. Hernandez sees him lying prone. Tries to get the pin. It's a count of 2. $85, 90% of a capacity crowd here. Just about all of them for Hernandez. Rooting for the win. Anson with the cradle, with the inside cradle, but he uses the ropes and is caught. Grabbed the ropes with his left hand to get more leverage. And it's inside cradle used by Hernandez, but Anson able to get a foot loose and over the ropes. And on the break, Hernandez swinging away. 1, 2, and again Anson gets a foot on the ropes. Hernandez looking good in this one. Rolls over. There's a flip over on him. 1, 2, and almost. Knee to the top of the head. Throws him off to the side.
1 minute to go.
Knee lift to the top of Anson's head. Hernandez, and I've never seen a referee have so many 2 counts. I'll tell you, these 2 are really going at it. This is a Pierce 6er. Over the top. Sandy Barr wrapped up in the legs and arms of Anson. Anson goes for the hair and a kick to the top of the head. And set for the whip. Hernandez caught with a shoulder throw. And Anson outside now going to the top. Turnbuckle. Wants to come away. Slips. Is caught with the right hand and is thrown out in the middle of the ring. Driving right hand and another one to the jaw by Hernandez. And another as he was literally raining blows on handsome John Anson. Covers him with a body press. 1, 2. And there's the bell. Time limit draw, one of the wildest draws I have seen in a long time. You see the sign, the signal signifying a time limit draw, a draw by Sandy Barr. And I'll tell you, handsome John Anson, who'd hung around the ring the previous fall to get some extra punishment on Hernandez, did not hang around the ring that time. He got out of there just as quickly as he could. Whew. Well, I'll tell you, it's been wild. Do we have any commercial breaks to get out of the way? How much time do we have left in our show? Okay, in that 2.5 minutes, we will get up We will get up and talk to the other two men that are going to be involved in the first ever street fight team match here next Tuesday. Ed Wiskowski, Playboy Buddy Rose.
I tell you what, Lonnie Mayne failed to put his name on the dotted line to meet me in a street fight. You know what his excuse was? His excuse was that he was afraid that Buddy Rose would come in and interfere in the match in some way, shape, or form. I tried to guarantee the man verbally, but he said he wanted Buddy Rose in that ring where he could see him. So now, Lonnie Mayne, you have Dutch Savage, myself, and Buddy Rose in the ring all at one time in what is going to be, I'm sure, a battle.
A battle of defeat for Savage and Mayne. Now we can knock them both off in the same night. And as far as Eugene goes, the match consists of the first man to touch the floor. Well, you better move all them rows of chairs, about the first 3 rows, Elton Owens, because I'm going to pitch my opponent right over it. And Lonnie Mayne, I found out you've got a lot of problems. The latest problem I heard you had was that you were with an inflatable doll, and even the doll told you it was saving itself for marriage.
Okay, that's the word from the other team. Remember, it'll be these two. Or get set.
Baker
Right back in.
That's it. Remember that. Buddy Rose, I know you're watching this monitor. Somewhere out there you're watching. You see what happened to you. Well, this will happen once again.
Okay, Dean, all the best, Tom.
Aloha, brother.
And that is next...
I saw the tape. I saw what happened. I'll tell you what happened. I'm the U.S. champion.
Wait a minute.
But I know his plan.
We don't have enough time.
I know the plan. I don't mind the blood because he's going to bleed forever. But I'll tell you what he wants to do. He wants to have Ron Starr outside the ring as one of the guards, and then he wants me outside somehow. He's going to try to knock me out, and then all of a sudden Ron Starr will probably do something to me while he gets the ref's attention, and then he's going to win the belt that way. I know your plan. You're going to use Ron Starr to get me, and you're going to have him as one of the guards. Well, it's not going to work because I've got a plan, and we're going to just see who comes out on top. Because you know what? No stoppage of blood. You think you bled the last time. Well, you're going to bleed profusely. You like that word, Dean Ho? This time, because I'm not going to bleed. I'm not going to lose. And Ron Starr, you get in my way just once. Just once. And I mean it. I can't. What's he calling move for anyway? I'm the
a week
champion.
from the night, October 21st.
He's going out.
Here Tuesday night.
Tuesday night is the night. Excitement is in the air. Whoa! A battle royal with wenches. A battle royal with 2 wenches in the battle royal. That means that you're at my disposal. So anything I want to do, I want to take you through you in the 5th row. Vicky Williams, the Georgia Peach. Yeah, well, let me tell you something, Vicky Williams. You're going to be in the battle royal. You're going to have no Sir Lancelot to come down and save you when I grab you by your scrawny little neck. And Tuesday night is going to be a night of history, Jack. Buddy Rose, the Playboy. I will, if Buddy Rose has enough guts to sign a contract Tuesday in Portland, I will wrestle Buddy Rose, the Playboy. The man says he's a Playboy. I saw the ladies he's been going out with. You can tell which ones they are. They got big, nasty, round, red circles all over them where people have been poking them with 10-foot balls. You call yourself a Playboy, Jack? Well, you ain't got nothing on me, brother. I'll tell you what, our match is right before the Battle Royal. Don't count on no prize money, Buddy Rose, because when things get rough and tough and you're down on the ground and I give you a cup, you'll look up and say, oh, now that's enough of that hot stuff. We got a little problem here in the Northwest. My partner, Ed Wiskowski, had a mishap in the family and he had to fly home because his dad is in bad shape in a hospital in St. Joe, Missouri. So Ed Wiskowski's not going to be here for a while. Now, I took Martel as my partner, and we are going to wrestle you, Star and Adonis, for those belts. And another thing, Roddy Piper, you got too big a mouth. There's not enough room in the Northwest for you and I, and only one of us is going to stay. And you say that you want to wrestle me? Well, Ed Wiskowski will not be here Tuesday night, so I do not want to wrestle Roddy Piper. Because
for some reason, something might happen, such as, you know, this is my interview, boy. This is my interview. You don't have no business up here.
Needless to say, Roddy Piper.
Wiskowski's not here. Brooks is not here. Well, let's see who has enough guts. Sign a contract. I'll wrestle you Tuesday right here in Portland. Who's got enough guts? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Well, I'm not gonna do it.
Let's go. You'll do it. I don't care who you're wrestling. For me Tuesday.
Piper? You know what happened to Brooks? The same thing is gonna happen to you. I'll wrestle you. I'm not afraid. I crippled Ventura, Johnny Boyd, Jay Youngblood. The list goes on. Hector Guerrero, and you're gonna be crippled too. I don't need nobody in my corner. You haven't got Killer Brooks. I haven't got Ed Wiskowski. So it'll be just you and I, because I'm not afraid. I've got guts. You see my guts right there. I got guts. And I'm going in that ring, and I'm going to show you, Piper, you will never see that battle royal yourself.
Well, things... And additional ticket information for the Scappoose card. Tickets on sale at the school. That's where the card will be held Monday at 8 o'clock. Seattle cards, you call 624-4970. Those of you watching us in Cable 10, 624-4970 for ticket information. For reservations, Salem fans, for the regular Thursday night cards, call 581-6099. That's 581-6099. For that North Bend card, sale of tickets takes place at Justin's Menswear in the Pony Village Shopping Center. Card coming up in Onalaska. Tickets are on sale at the school office.
Wait a minute, Sandy, before this match gets started. When we agreed to come back and give these gentlemen a title shot, the agreement was that Stan Stasiak be the referee, and we want Stan Stasiak.
Well, a condition.
Nothing against you, Sandy. Nothing against you at all. But the agreement was that we get Stan Stasiak as the referee, and I thought we want Stan Stasiak.
And this crowd going wild with that news.
That was only if that Wiskowski was my partner. I've got that now. We want Sandy Barr.
Well, who's going to be doing it? It can be. There's a big card coming up. The women wrestlers will be on that. Tickets are on sale at the Power Shop in Canby. Pendleton Club Cigar Store always has them. And there's still talking going on down at ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, 1 minute. Let me tell you something. To prove that we're the champions that we say we are, and to prove that we're not scared of you, Wiskowski, or anybody else that you can take for a partner, we'll keep Sandy for the referee, and we'll still beat you.
And here comes Stan Stasiak out of the dressing room. Stan has his say. Things are going wild. Stasiak said, no, I'm refereeing. And Sandy Barr unloaded on Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose gave a shot to Sandy Barr, and he unloaded on him. And Stan Stasiak is doing the officiating. Side pulled back into the ring and dropped across the top rope. Martel is knocked from the apron in the ring. And now so is Rose. The champions remain. There are the belts, emblematic of the title.
In a battle royal, Mr. Owens, what is wrong with you? $4,000 prize money. You don't know what I would do for $50, let alone $4,000. There's Vicky Williams, the Georgia Peach is gonna be in the battle royal. There's gonna be peaches falling from the ring post, Jack. Vicky Williams, she may have a little more dips in her hips there, Jack. She got no more glide in her stride. Take a look at me. I know how to get down in the back of the shack where it's all at, brother, in the city, the nitty-gritty, and I'm looking damn pretty. Buddy Rose, take a look at me. Take a look at me. I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, brother. I'm where it's at. People have been training me for years and years. Buddy Rose, you're a nothing. You come up in the last 2 or 3 years, I think you're a big star. Well, brother, when you were with your mommy and daddy, when they were sending you to school and then moving away from home before you got back, Jack, I was wrestling. I was getting my head beat in. You take a good look at me. You know, you can call me what you want to call me, you know, but you take a good look at me. I've been knocked down a few times. I know what it's like to be knocked down, Buddy Rose. I know what it's like to get back up, Buddy Rose, because obviously I got back up, Buddy Rose, because I became the best in the world. Do you think something like you is going to be able to beat me? You're as crazy as Don Owens is. Don Owens now, everything's against me. He's getting the people against me now Saturday. Next Saturday, he's letting in all the little kids, all those little curtain climbers in free, Jack. Well, I'm going to put a stop to that. I'm going to put a stop to all those little brats. You think I come here to get insulted? Tuesday night in Portland. This Tuesday night, Buddy Rose. The blood will flow. Buddy Rose, you will get enough of this here hot stuff. And all you folks, I want you to wave bye-bye to Vicky Williams. Because Vicky Williams, if on Tuesday you get in that battle royal, it's going to be the sorriest day of your life. Vicky Williams, the only thing good about it is you'll be close to me.
Roddy.
One, Muhammad Ali.
I've got a complaint to make. Tonight, I thought I was getting a title match from Piper. But Piper, you refused because you're afraid of me. Now, Piper, we're going to get in that squared circle tonight, and we're going to get it on. And then I'm going to do something else. Don Owens, if you're listening on the monitor, next Saturday night, I want a title match with so-called Roddy Piper. Next Saturday night right here. Now, Piper, if you're watching a monitor, you answer that, brother, because I want you and I want your belt.
You know, I've been away. And while I've been away, some things have happened that the Prince is going to take under control. So, on Alaska, I'll have things under control. Canby, I'm going to have things under control. Roseburg, the list goes on. Everyone knows that the Prince, the Polish Prince, the man who is a man among men, has things under control.
You know what? You didn't make it to Salem. You're going to be there. You're going to be in Eugene. We're going to take everything back. All the little losses that went along there. Everything's back in the groove. Ed's back. I'm ready. Piper, put your belt on the line.
His bringing you the main event at home. And I'll tell you, if this is anything like Tuesday night, Katie, bar the door. Get your bowl of peanut butter, peanuts now, popcorn, whatever you're having. Sandy Barr and Dutch Savage are both down at ringside. I do believe we are going to have a pair of referees for this one.
Now wait, get in the ring. You're getting paid to wrestle in the ring.
Don Owen yelling, you're paid to wrestle in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. There for this bout here, Dutch Savage will be the referee on the floor and Sandy Barr in the ring. Introducing in this corner, 250 pounds from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose.
Rose wants to start it. Piper says, all right, we'll have at it, and they're outside the ring. They started.
His opponent is Roddy Piper.
And into the second row of chairs. And thank goodness that gentleman sitting there was agile enough to get out of the way. Because Piper was going to take Rose somewhere and crash his head on something. I'll tell you, I can't see this one going the distance at all. These two, this is just a bar brawl. No title on the line. Piper had said he'd put the title on the line, but remember, his man, Bad News Brooks, still not well enough to wrestle after being injured at the hands of Wiskowski and Rose. However, Wiskowski, who was back in Ohio, I believe, Missouri rather, with some taking care of some family problems back there, illness in his family, has returned and was not expected to be here tonight, but is. And for that reason, Piper said, I'm not putting up the title with Wiskowski in the arena. But he wants to get it on. The first time ever I've seen him take his kilts and shirt off outside the ring. He wasn't even going to take the chance. Dutch Savage over with a quick count on him. He started giving him a count in a hurry. He got in at about 18 and a half, 20 seconds, and he counted out. And remember, no matter what you want to do or don't want to have done to you, a winner's share of the purse compared to the loser's share, especially in the main event, is a big difference. Buddy Rose coming back now on Piper. He is laying it right on where he opened Piper up Tuesday night. They just went at it in a brawl Tuesday night. The main event was an over-the-top battle royal with the women involved, and they hung in there pretty well, but Adrian Adonis ended up the winner. Headlock from behind, Buddy Rose on Roddy Piper. And that is a headlock. The blood's starting to flow. The blood is starting to come. Roddy Piper's the first one to shed it. Buddy Rose the first one to bring it. And he is working on a headlock from behind. He can put him out with this hold. They want Piper. Would you ever believe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that you'd see Roddy Piper getting cheers? Buddy Rose, one of the few men I know that could do it. Roddy Piper. And believe me, Piper has not changed a bit. First fall, best 2 out of 3 falls. Piper with a flail kick, caught from behind with a headlock. Buddy Rose, Roddy Piper. Inside the ring is Sandy Barr. Sitting outside the ring, now momentarily sitting, he's up most of the time, is Dutch Savage. Trying to get a reversal out of it. Rose is ordered to break.
5 minutes, John.
And now grabs again from behind with the headlock. Playboy Buddy Rose. And this looks very much like it could be a repeat. Tuesday's match got completely out of hand. Sandy Barr is talking told Stan Stasiak, Stan and Buck Rock and Roll Zumoff came out to help him break it up. And he turned to Stasiak and on the microphone said, Stan, I just can't handle these two alone. Getting the assignment was Dutch Savage to be the second referee. Not sure Stan Stasiak licensed. He probably on a temporary license. Working on the cut at the same time, working on the temple. Inflicting pain. Also can put a man out. Playboy Buddy Rose. And you see Roddy is not very rowdy right now. And falls once, and falls twice. And that time he holds it up. Just out of your camera range, Sandy Barr. Raising the arms, and that time a flying, flailing knee lift to the top of the head of Buddy Rose. Double eye gouge. Going for the kick. Saw that Piper was covered up, pulled it back, and laid another one on him. A southpaw. Roddy Piper trying to clear the head. Comes off the ropes with a flailing right hand. A kick to the midsection of Rose as he comes in the corner after Piper, and Piper is just trying to get his head cleared. Fails away and doubles up a man known to some as the Pillsbury Doughboy. Watch out, Roddy is riled. And heading outside the ring, not making it. Buddy Rose is pulled back inside the ring. Karate thumb. Piper has not changed his style at all. And he's got fans cheering for him. I wouldn't believe it. And he hasn't changed a bit. Roddy Piper wrestling as he always did, the same attitude. He didn't ask anybody to cheer for him. He just got into a disagreement with Rose. And they are attempting to settle it in the ring. Shoulder throw. Rose up high, down hard. Piper working to the midsection. Now going up above to the head of Buddy Rose. Flying there, flying foot stomp. Right to the mouth. Oh, suplex drop. Roddy Piper grabbed him. And at the count of 2, he wants to hurt him some more. He had him pinned. There is no doubt. He had him pinned. He grabs that front headlock, reverses it, and drops into a suplex drop. Covered 1, 2, and this time he'll pin him. Roddy Piper winning the first fall and getting cheered for it, if you can believe that. Well, in a moment here, we're going to be telling you again where all the action is around the Pacific Northwest. We hope you have a piece of paper and a pencil handy, because we're going to go kind of fast. And who would have guessed? And he, along with the inside referee, if you want to call it that, Sandy Barr calling him into the ring. We call for the bell. Rose is heading back up the dressing room. Savage is going after him, counting. Savage isn't even talking to him. Savage is just counting. He said he won't let me in the ring. He's heading up toward the crow's net. Well, he made it in. The count would have been stopped anyway because Piper was going out after him. Piper definitely says, I don't care where we have this one. That's what happened Tuesday. And third fall action, it got down to where they didn't care where it was. And it ended up in the bleachers. I've seen it spill over into the third, fourth row. I saw Maurice Vachon and Lonnie Mayne chase each other to one end of the Coliseum where the bleachers stand for baseball underneath, but they were not bleachers there. That's years ago when we had some 8,000 plus people at the Coliseum for a big one. Right now we've got a wild one, I'll tell you that. Roddy Piper. Playboy Buddy Rose and Piper, and I cannot get used to the applause for Piper and the applause earlier tonight when Adrian Adonis remarked about Bad News Brooks being on his way back. Brooks got applause. Winner of the first fall in this match, which has not really turned into the brawl that it did Tuesday night yet. First fall to Roddy Piper. His title not on the line. Sit out to the back of the head. A headlock. Actually a chin lock twisting that head. Piper on Rose. Sandy Barr, the referee, inside. Outside is the Dutchman. That's Savage. Two referees are trying to handle this one. Sandy Barr saying break it. Piper says I'll break it. He broke it, grabbing the hair of Rose, putting the throat over the top rope and leaping from the apron down to the concrete floor. Piper with a judo chop. Setting for the whip. The bottom turnbuckle went down. Flying drop kick is missed by Piper. The middle turnbuckle. The middle turnbuckle is down. Savage is coming into the ring. Savage coming into the ring here, counting him off, trying to get the turnbuckle away. And I'll tell you, mayhem can happen. Turnbuckle treatment for Piper. Rose got him pretty good before that turnbuckle was taken away from him. Into the ropes. Knee. Into the small of the back. And they are having trouble getting that turnbuckle back in. But Piper is having as much trouble from Buddy Rose. Rose kicks to the midsection. Judo chops. Through the ropes. Right through the middle rope that they were almost had hooked. Almost had it hooked there. Outside the ring, Piper is carried into that ring post. The small of the back. He was in a carry position. The small of the back rammed into the ring post. Now Farrenbar, strong young man, unhooks the other side. He was working on one, and Rose now is unhooking all of the turnbuckles, trying to get an advantage. The ring crew trying to fix it. Rose tearing it apart, trying to get an advantage out of it if he can. Piper is hurting. Stop to the head. They're going at it to get that turnbuckle up anywhere. It's going to be a little low. To the small of the back. The whip hard into the corner. I'll tell you, when they knock the ring equipment apart, you know they're going at it. If you don't believe otherwise. Billy Robinson, inside backbreaker. 1, 2, and he wants to hurt him some more. He picked him up at the count of about 2.5. We want Piper, the cry from the crowd. And Piper's coming back. Now another backbreaker. He got back with one shot, but he's picked up backbreaker, and this time he pins him. For Billy Robinson, inside backbreaker. Buddy Rose wins the second fall to even up our main event at 1 fall apiece. And I'll tell you, I'll bet we have not seen anything yet, because this one has just started. Tom Peters, the aisle, that was it. They were coming down the aisle. Rose came up from behind him, somebody with a foreign object into the ring. Sit out backbreaker on Piper by Rose. Rose suckered him, got him from behind. The referees are walking up ahead, did not notice, unable to get that pin. We are out of commercial breaks, incidentally, so we'll be holding it here until a 10 o'clock break in the news to follow. Roddy Piper caught in a body lock or bear hug. Has nothing to do with the hold, but remember, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Sandy Bar's Flea Market, Mother's in free. Right at this point, these two probably think the other is eligible for free attendance tomorrow at the flea market. Piper coming back swinging. And out through the ropes, catching one in the mouth. Buddy Rose. Coming back at it. Piper working on Rose. And I'll tell you, this still is not busted into the brawl that we had here Tuesday night. Hey, I didn't think this one would get this far. It's amazing that it has made it this far. Set for the whip. Rose hard into the corner. A hip throw, literally threw a hip into the midsection. Piper on Rose. Rose bailing out, walking around. Round and around they go. They are outside the ring again. This is where they spent most of their time Tuesday. They're out there again. Rose wheeling away. They are checking to see who is, if anybody's out legally or illegally. And I think at this point they're trying to get somebody in the ring, or at least break it up between them outside the ring. Sandy Barr is there. Dutch Savage is on top. Here comes Wiskowski. From behind, Wiskowski slams the head of Piper into the ring. Wiskowski came from behind and was not seen. He was not seen by the referees. The referees were inside in the mess, in the melee, in between the two wrestlers. They are in a quandary as to what to do. Rose is in the ring. Rose is in the ring. And Piper is not. Rose is in the ring. Piper is not. And Sandy Barr is trying to find out what happened. Rose is saying, I kicked him out. He was unconscious all that time. He says, while I was down outside, he says, I kicked him. And you guys got me back in the ring, and this crowd is in a turmoil. Buddy Rose wants to go back to the dressing room or come up and talk. He loves that too. And Savage is saying, I don't believe it. They are discussing now whether they agree or not. We've got Rose coming up this way. We'll try to keep as many shots for you. Rose is DQ'd. Buddy Rose DQ'd. Disqualification. The winner is Piper. He ruled.
No. Savage, you're wrong. When we were down on the floor, I kicked Piper in the head. Ed Wiskowski's in the locker room. Hey, Piper, Roddy Piper, who made it up here first? I made it up here first. Now, I raised my own hand because I know I beat you. So next Saturday, put your title on the line, yellow back, green back, woman dresser. You big baby, yellow. Put your title on the line because you were the last man laying there. I got up here. Look at your head. Look at my head. But I made it first. Put your title on the line next Saturday. It'll be the last night you'll ever wear a belt.
Well, we've got about 4 minutes left. Buddy Rose, having made the challenge, is now running for the dressing room. Having made the challenge, coming up through the crowd, Roddy Piper. And Piper challenging him back.
Rose! Come here! Come here, Rose! You call me a yellow belly! You call me a yellow belly! I never had no help in there, Rose! Nobody ran your head into a steel post but me! Brooksy never ran out here and hurt you! You say I'm afraid of you, you fat
slob? You think for 1 second that I'm afraid of you? When you were in high school, having your mama pack your lunch, I was out fighting in the ring, Rose. When you were a little baby, Rose, having everything spoon-fed to you, I was coming up the hard way, Rose. I make no bones about it, Rose. How about last Tuesday, when I had you way up there in the yellow section? Look up there in the yellow section. Well, you know what I think, Rose? I think a little bit of that yellow rubbed off on you, Rose. You come out here talking how big you are. You come out here saying that I got a big mouth. Well, let me tell you something. I can back it up, and I'm here to prove it. You want a title match? You want a title match? I'll tell you what, boy. We'll see how much guts you got. You run all over this arena like a little scared puppy dog. Well, I ain't a long-distance runner, brother. I'm a fighter. So we're going to do something to keep you in the ring.
Roddy, excuse me just a minute. Don Owens just informed me that he's going to end this feud once and for all. Next Saturday night, he's going to bring you guys back in here. No disqualifications and 6 guards around the ring to make sure you stay in the ring.
Buddy Rose! Buddy Rose! You are in trouble! You listen to me! Saturday right here at the arena, there's going to be no one to run from, Rose. There's going to be no one. Listen to me, Rosie. Brooksy and I have got a plan. You're a wanted man, Buddy Rose. You think there's going to be 6 people around the ring, and I'm going to make sure, because I'm going to pay them myself, Buddy Rose. I'm going to pay them myself every time you step out of the ring, Buddy Rose. They're going to plant one of these right between your big, fat, ugly face. You know what, Buddy Rose? When you turn around and jump back in, I'm going to plant another one right on the other side, Buddy Rose, and we're going to see once and for all in history. I've never been through such a tough match in my entire life last Tuesday. You people that saw it, you know what I'm talking about. We fought in the walls, we fought in the halls, we fought every place in this building. We fought women and children and babies were fleeing for their very lives. Buddy Rose, you people aren't going to have to worry about running in the stands because it's all going to take place in the ring. Buddy Rose, I'm going to be there to do my thing when I put my knocks on your noggin. When you see me down there, you're down there bleeding to death and praying you're going to say, the king of the ring, the lean mean machine is the king of the ring. Buddy Rose, you're in a lot of trouble, brother.
It is said by how many paper stars in the match was to World War II.
Partner in a big one tonight, Playboy Buddy Rose.
Listen to the respect we're getting from these people. You know, whether it be in Tacoma, whether it be in Longview, whether it be in Sweet Home, you put me against that Roddy Piper here, anywhere, and I'll take care of him. You know, there's rumor out that Killer Tim Brooks is going to be back. Well, they said that 2 weeks ago he was going to be back. They say he's going to be back this week. They say he's going to be back last week. Well, if he's back in any of those towns, anywhere, I don't care because we know he ain't going to be back. Brooks is done. He's gone. Wiskowski and I have one person to take care of, and that's Roddy Piper. And tonight is the night that I'm going to get rid of Roddy Piper for good.
You know, today I was visiting a horse ranch, and there I had the pleasure to see a young colt separated from its mother. Separated, taken apart for the first time. And it was so reminiscent of just a short 6 weeks ago when Roddy Piper was separated from his mother, Killer Brooks. Well, short-lived as it may be, Piper is still without his mother, and we haven't heard a word from her.
Well, that's the words from Wiskowski and Rose and a lot of action.
Any of those towns,
We'll be back in just a moment. Right now, Tom Peterson.
We don't care, we'll beat them.
We'll explain the rules, which really are no rules at all. No stopping for anything, and there'll be a number of wrestlers around the ring to keep the combatants in the ring. Buddy Rose with his large cape with a Playboy-type bunny on it, with his partner, Ed Wiskowski. And we see Adrian Adonis, Ron Starr, Stan Stasiak. Here comes the opponent for this match, the Scotsman, down at ringside, Roddy Piper, and of course, his partner, Brooks, is not here. Brooks is rumored to be returning to action very soon. But here's Dutch Savage. Let's listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening for the Pacific Coast Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the blue trunks from Las Vegas, Nevada, the challenger at 262 pounds, Playboy Buddy Rose. This is a special rules match for the championship. There will be guards stationed around the ring. When a man leaves, he'll be automatically thrown back in and continue wrestling. Mr. Rose and Mr. Piper have agreed to another special rule. It was Rose's idea. They both signed a contract. Mr. Elton Owens had it notarized. This will be one fall, Mr. Barr, to a finish. Now, introducing the champion from Scotland at 251 pounds, Roddy Piper. Your referee sanctioned by the National Wrestling Association, Mr. Sandy Barr.
And he's going to have some help on this one. Stasiak, Matt Bourne. We mentioned Adonis and Starr. Martel, Rick Hunter, all around the ring. And Wiskowski, of course, also having the opportunity. The showing of the Pacific Coast title to the challenger. So Wiskowski is down at ringside. That is Playboy Buddy Rose's partner, and as a wrestler, he is allowed down there because this is a special rules lumberjack match. That's the most common name for it. Man tries to get out of the ring. He will be thrown back in. There's no running. And one fall will decide it all. Now, because of the coming back of Martel and Stasiak, we've gotten behind on commercial breaks. So at the end of this match, we will have a couple of breaks. Alert the people back at the station. Roddy Piper. Wiskowski saying to referee Sandy Barr, that's illegal. He hit him with the fist. Two of the roughest young men in professional wrestling today going at it, and for one of the big titles in the country today, and that is the Pacific Coast Heavyweight Championship. Piper is defending it. Wiskowski grabs a rope, puts one foot on the apron, the crowd starts yelling, and he puts it down. This is one fall to a finish to stay with us at the end. We'll be throwing it back to the studio, but we'll be returning. And these two have been in two classic confrontations so far. Back on, I believe it was the 8th, the first Tuesday of the month. Then again last Saturday. And this one, this might be the granddaddy of all of them. Brooks not on hand. Piper, if you want to call it that, call it a disadvantage, because Rose has his partner. Wiskowski at ringside. All the other wrestlers are at ringside. Watching the match first of all. With a wing lock, Roddy Piper. Taking him into a corner is Rose. And Wiskowski trips. Wiskowski reached in, grabbed the foot of Piper. He fell forward and Rose after him. The whip hard into the corner goes Piper. I'll tell you, that one hurts up here. Now out to the middle of the ring, the challenger, trying to get that Pacific Coast Championship. A headlock from behind, Playboy Buddy Rose. He's got him down on the mat with it. Making his way to a sitting position, Roddy Piper. And who thought a few weeks ago that you would hear a capacity crowd, thousands of people at the Portland Sports Arena cheering for Roddy Piper. Piper back. Elbow to the midsection of Rose. Backs up to Playboy. The blonde Playboy out of Las Vegas, Nevada. In against Roddy Piper. And again, an attempted trip by Wiskowski. And he got the foot pulled out. Now Stasiak is circling around. He is going to stand by Wiskowski. Martel was by him. Stasiak says somebody else needs you, and circling around the other side are Star and Adonis. And now Stasiak has taken up a position in that corner. And I don't think Wiskowski's going to want to move him. He is down on the mat in that corner. He is going to try to keep things equal here. Wiskowski's gotten in a couple of trips. Tripped his man twice. His partner's opponent, he's supposed to be neutral in this case, quite naturally. All the wrestlers around the ring, and that's to keep either one of these men in. If they try to run, they'll be grabbed and thrown back in. Stasiak is down in Rose's corner so that Wiskowski cannot be there. Stasiak sees that there is no one at all across the way, so he moves the other direction to even it out. They're trying to have a couple men on each side. Takedown, and Rose comes back. He was put to the mat, but taken back down. Turnbuckle treatment for Piper. Now he is taken across the ring all the way. Slammed into that top turnbuckle in the neutral corner. And again, Stasiak circling as Wiskowski went into that corner. Piper outside. And it's Wiskowski grabbing him by the hair and putting him back in. And Wiskowski again pushing him back in. And Star comes up now and says, just push him back in. Let's not be grabbing him by the hair and throwing him back in. Piper now getting much the worse of it, as we've had the first situation of a man outside the ring. A count of 2 and almost 3 by Rose on Piper. Piper now looked out and took a wild swing at Wiskowski. Wiskowski grabbing Piper by the hair, throwing him back into the ring. Set up for a backbreaker. It's a sit-out backbreaker. Body press by the challenger Rose. Gets a count of 2. Piper flail kicks off again. And Wiskowski yelling at the referee says, give him a 1, 2, 3. Sandy Barr says he got 2 seconds. That's all he had. Piper comes back with a big swing. He's hurt, trying to shake it off. Comes off the ropes with a wicked right cross. Thrown halfway across the ring. I'll tell you, just the 3rd episode, call it the 4th if you want to count the beginning tag team match when this feud started. Well, I would say the 4th page in an epic grudge struggle between Piper and Rose. So much so that the crowd has begun cheering for Roddy Piper, if you'd ever believe it. Coming over the top, going for the pin. Rose might. No. Looked like he might have it. He counted. Got a count of 2. So far, I would say Rose has the upper hand in punishment that has been dealt out. But Piper is a man who can take, well, both of these fellas are, or they wouldn't be the highly ranked pro wrestlers that they are. Rose falling out, and there's Star, Matt Bourne. Rose wants to get out the other way, and there is Adonis, and Star throwing him back in. That time he's trying to run. He is trying to get out of there. Matt Bourne. Stan Stasiak. Ron Starr. He gets out on the side where Martel and Wiskowski are. They're trying to buy him some time. But quickly we get Stasiak, Starr, and Bourne moving in. It's a wild-eyed Scotsman. Flying mare. Flying foot stomp. Watch out for the Scotsman. Woo! He unloaded that time, and Rose wants to get out, and you see what happens. Starr, Stasiak, and Adrian Adonis. And he says, you want out? We'll put you out over the top rope. Martel, Stasiak, Bourne, Starr, Wiskowski are all there, getting him back in the ring. Buddy Rose trying to get out. Now gets a foot on the ropes. Rose slips his feet out on the apron. Starr pushes him back. Quick left jab. Lightning left. And a combination thrown by Piper. Covers the challenger with a body press. Gets a count of about 2 and 9/10 seconds. That was awfully close to putting it away. Drop kick miss. Buddy Rose showing the experience that he has gained in a hurry. Grabbing the ropes. Stopping short. Piper missed the drop kick and went to the mat. Hard, I might add. They're in the corner. Coming out of it. And it's Rose headlong into the corner. He had a headlock. He was going to try to take Piper into that corner. Piper stopped short. Now Piper comes back with a kick out of the corner. Now, has him up on his shoulders. Is he going to go for the airplane spin? An old-timer. He is. He's shooting the airplane spin. Very seldom seen. But Roddy Piper going for it. Now dumped to the mat. And he could be putting him away, but he's too dizzy to follow him up. He is not used to that hold himself. Falling over the inert body of Rose at the count of 2. He throws him off it.
5 minutes.
Thrown outside the ring. Now Piper hauled outside by Rose. Both battlers outside the ring. Going around, the wrestlers coming around. They're saying, what do we... They don't want to step in and break it up. They're trying to get both men back into the ring. Piper is back in. Rose, watch out, Wiskowski is in the ring. Wiskowski is in the ring. Sandy Barr's back is turned. Wiskowski is in the ring, laying it on Piper, while Rose is fighting the wrestlers. And out of the crowd, here comes Brooks. Killer, bad news, Brooks, with his dog chain. This place is going wild. Wild-eyed Brooks with his chain and collar is in there. Rose is thrown back in. Woo! The winner in a match that ends in a melee. And still champion. Roddy Piper. Brooks throws the referee out of the way. Throws Wiskowski out of the ring, and it tosses Rose out. Bad news, Brooks with good news to Roddy Piper. A capacity crowd raising the roof at the Portland Sports Arena. Brooks apparently arriving late.
First complaint is, how come Wiskowski's name or my name are not across from Harley Race's name? How come? We are the ones that are the contenders. He is a contender. I am a contender. Jimmy Snuka's not even here right now. Granted, Jimmy Snuka is good. And in fact, he's in probably the top 5 as one of the best. And yes, he should get a chance, but so should we. Now another thing is, Dutch Savage won the belt from Sam Oliver Bass. I can't believe Dutch Savage. I've beaten Dutch Savage. How did Dutch Savage beat Sam Bass? I can't believe it. Sam Bass is a hell of a wrestler. Now Ed Wiskowski and myself are issuing a challenge to Dutch Savage. Any town, any place, whether it be Salem, Eugene, Yakima, Sedro-Woolley, Everett, Seattle, the list goes on. But we're going to be chasing him down until we got that buckle across our waist.
That's right. You know, when I came here, I was promised top shots. So far, they haven't materialized in any way, shape, or form. So I guess that I'm going to have to make my presence known, and I'm going to have to start roughing up some inexperienced boys to let the people know that Ed Wiskowski is here, and to make the promoter aware that I'm in pursuit of belts.
Can I say something to what he just said? I want to add this. Did I cripple a few people when I first came here?
Yes, you did.
I wasn't getting top shots, so I started crippling, right? I got top shots, and I got a championship tag belt. Now, he is going to start crippling people, and he's going to get a belt. We're going to have all the belts. And I'm issuing another challenge. Anson and Bass, you have the tag championships. We'll even go against you.
Okay, that's the challenge from Wiskowski and Playboy Buddy Rose. Remember the lineup. Yeah, come on.
PA horn. Yes, all 4 pieces, only $99. You save $50. That's Tom Peterson's.
CB headquarters of the Northwest, that's what I call Tom Peterson's, and I think all you CBers know that too. Now, it's enough that they have weekly clinics out there, regular clinics. Go out and see all the help you can get with your CB equipment. And now, to make it even greater, RCA at this price, $99 for an RCA, and you get everything to be in business. You've got your 40-channel unit right here, your universal slide bracket, your antenna, plus the PA horn. You've got everything you need, and it's quality. It's RCA for CBC, Tom Peterson.
You ain't nothing but a hound.
It's Elvis Presley. Yes, at last, here's the great hits made famous by the King, Elvis, combined for the first time on these 2 incredible RCA albums and available only by mail through this special offer. You get Don't Be Cruel.
Don't be cruel.
Remember the beautiful Love Me Tender?
Love me tender.
And of course, Jailhouse Rock.
You should have had knocked down jailbird.
Return to Sender. All Shook Up. Teddy Bear.
Everlasting tribute to Elvis Hound Dog. Call toll-free 1-800-327-1010. 1-800-327-1010. Save the COD postage. Send $7.98 for the records, $9.98 for tape to Hound Dog, KPTV, Portland, Oregon. That's Hound Dog, KPTV, Portland, Oregon, or call 1-800-327-1010.
Ticket information for the big show next Saturday with the return of Ventura. Sellout crowd expected. Call next Saturday. You cannot call during the week. The phone will not be manned next Saturday. 289-4222. 289-4222. Or come out to Sandy Bar's Flea Market here at the Portland Sports Arena, 8725 North Chautauqua tomorrow. Go to the concession stand and get your tickets. And I hope you'll take the opportunity to come out between 11 and 1 and meet yours truly. I'll be here giving away coloring books, as many as we have until we run out. And I'll stay here till 1 visiting with you. For you folks in Salem, you want ringside reservations, excuse me, you can call 581-6099, 581-6099. And in Eugene, the phone number to call for ticket reservations, 345-9717, 345-9717 in Eugene for ringside reservations. Well, there is excitement in the air. As Lonnie says, love Oregon or fight me. The rating on the front of Oregon of Lonnie's shirt. Buddy Rose vaulting over in his Superman shirt. And Mark Owen up in the ring, Don's youngest, to do the introduction.
The next event of the evening will be a 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit for a 3-sided team match. Introducing the team of Playboy Buddy Rose, Ed Wiskowski, and Outlaw Sam Bass. Their opponents in this corner are Lonnie Mayne, Skip Young, and Dutch Savage. Thank you, Mr. Owens.
Well, not much question who the crowd favorite is. Incidentally, if you did not hear about it, Tuesday night, Mayne and Savage were to go against Wiskowski and Rose. And Wiskowski was unable to be here. Bass filled in for him. And he and Playboy got into it between themselves a little bit. We will see. You heard the discussion up here during the interview. Skip Young, a young man of great speed and agility. He's another Texan. He comes out of Dallas. A lot of the young people coming from Texas used to come from the Midwest. Now we're getting a run on Texans. A Dutchman, Dutch Savage, being checked over by referee Dandy Sandybar. Instructions being given by the referee. Sandy going over, giving the word to Wiskowski, Rose, and Bass. 6-man tag team match. And Wiskowski and Rose just suddenly leave the ring. And they say, you started, Sam. And Sam says, now wait a minute, we didn't have any kind of discussion about this. How did we agree that I'm the one that's going to start? And of course he has to make contact. He now cannot tag. Rose even went down and asked the referee about it. So Bass, whether he wants to or not, will be the one starting against the Dutchman. Top wrist lock. Buddy Rose gets the tag, and the Dutchman immediately slipped the hold. Rose thought he was going to come in and take over the hold from the Bass man. There's the tag, hammerlock, the tag, and Wiskowski comes in. Reverse hammerlock, Ed Wiskowski working it on the Dutchman. Dutch Savage. A tag, and it's Sam Oliver Bass in to take over. And again, Rose thought he was going to be able to come in and take over the hold. Now Rose is telling Bass, when you got the man in the hold and you tag me, keep the hold. Bass doing a little grousing at Savage. I think he thinks he's greased up or something. That he's made 2 escapes very easily. A tag and a little double teaming as Bass comes in for Rose. Goes to the reverse hammerlock, working on Savage. Little double teaming over in the corner as Dutch gets out of the corner. There is a tag. And Wiskowski set down outside the ring on the apron, but coming in from behind is Bass. Savage turned and sees him. And there was no tag. Referee is saying there was no tag. It was, but it was outside the ring. Wiskowski was outside the ring when he made the tag. Dutch Savage against Ed Wiskowski. Side headlock. Wiskowski back and forth. Watch out, Skip Young is in and catches him with a drop kick. Wiskowski claiming there was no tag. Sandy Barr allowing it. Ringsiders screaming at Skip Young, saying, get it on, Skipper. He catches the knee to the midsection, taken into the opponent's corner. Kick to the midsection, and again Rose with the tag. And Rose with a kick on Bass. Skip Young got out of the way. Rose kicked Bass, and he is out helping him up. And they're about ready to get at it at ringside. Sam Oliver Bass yelling. And is he hot at Rose? Wiskowski trying to be the peacemaker. Savage came sneaking around the corner. Rose finally got back into the ring. I think the count got up to about 18, almost caused him to fall. But he's saying, come on up. Come on up, Sam. Couldn't be helped. Just one of those things that happened. football team, Skip Young, saying, when are you going to call him out to wrestle?
5 minutes gone.
Side headlock. Skip Young on Buddy Rose. Taking over there, and the Dutchman is going in. Rose thought he escaped, but actually Young had let him go, and he turned into the Dutchman waiting for him. Bass unloaded on the Dutchman. And Savage is saying that was Rose who belted you. And Mayne is in saying, yeah. Mayne and Savage are trying to get Bass to believe that it was Rose who hit him. Bass says, no, I know it was you. A wing lock. Rose misses the tag. I don't know if that was all that accidental or not. This time they don't want to take the tag. Bass trying to tag either Wiskowski or Rose, and they both ducked away from the tag. And Wiskowski finally takes the tag. He is thrown off. Oh, the Dutchman ducked and Wiskowski hit Bass. And Bass is, burning up. Oh, the Bass man is burning up. Oh, a good shot of an irate Oklahoman. He's going over to a neutral corner. He has gone over to a neutral corner. We're back to wrestling. It's Wiskowski who hit his own partner Bass when the Dutchman ducked. Skip Young. He catches Rose with a flying head scissors and throws them both to the mat. Sensational Skip Young. There is a tag from a neutral corner. And the tag really shouldn't be allowed. You're supposed to be in your own corner. Sandy Bar is allowing the tag. I'll tell you, this is a tough one to keep track of. And I'll tell you, that one could hear it from up here. Kick right to the midsection of Buddy Young. Body slammed. Young down hard. Wiskowski going with his diving headbutt to the side of the head. And that could be the first fall. I have yet to see a man get up from that one. The diving headbutt by Ed Wiskowski on Skip Young. And the first fall of the match goes to Wiskowski, Rose, and Bass. And I don't know if Bass is going to be with them all that long or not. I think it's time once again to take a look at our schedule of wrestling. We've got a lot of it going on throughout the Pacific Northwest, so we'll try to give you the rundown on it. As we go along, we'll take a look at the board. You folks over in Kennewick, there's a big one there in the Tri-Cities area of Eastern Washington tomorrow at Kennewick High School Gym starting at 7 o'clock. Yakima Monday night, Tuesday, Sumner High School Gym. Mom's Restaurant has tickets for that one. Wednesday, the great big triple main event in Seattle at the Seattle Center Arena. Salem, a great big one at Salem. Skip Young, Gino Hernandez, Mark Hanna will all be on hand, and Lonnie Mayne in a big one. And I'll tell you, they have really outdone themselves with the card on Friday at Eugene. Skip Young is there, Lonnie Mayne teaming up with him. A big one at Eugene Friday night. Saturday here in Portland. Remember the big triple main event. Elma, Washington on Sunday, October 30th. That's the 7 o'clock card. And Chehalis, Centralia area. Sunday, November 6th, starting at 7. It'll be my honor to be your ring announcer, guest ring announcer at WF West High School Gym, and Jimmy Snuka expected to be on that card. So great action coming up throughout the Pacific Northwest. We'll be back with more live from the Portland Sports Arena. Right now, we're going to go via the studio for video via videotape to the studio. John Denton with some great buys. Here's the ad to look for, and here's Country John to tell you about some more of them.
John Denton for Friendly Chevrolet in Lake Oswego. And folks, I brought down 4 of the finest used cars that you'll find anywhere. And they're priced to fit almost anybody's pocketbook. Like this 1971 Pinto 2-door coupe. It's a 4-cylinder, 4-speed, has an AM radio and radial tires for only $9.95. Or a 72 Ford Gran Torino with a V8 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes, has tinted glass, vinyl roof cover, all vinyl interior, air conditioning, and brand new radial tires. $12.95 for this 72 Ford Gran Torino. That's unbelievable. Looky here, it's a 70 El Camino. This 70 El Caminos is it's almost brand new. It's got a V8 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, AM radio, and rally wheels for only $17.95. And here's the buy, a 73 Monte Carlo Landau. Just take a look at that car. It's got a V8 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes, tilt wheel, tinted glass, AM radio, vinyl roof, and factory air conditioning for only $24.95. Come on out and visit with us.
Buckenhead Country John right there. Our next interview in the Crow's Nest, the handsome one from Hollywood, California, John Anson.
What really amazes me, Mr. Bodema, more than anything else, is how Don Owens can bring such talent back as Jesse Ventura, Johnny Eagles, Jimmy Snuka, and expect them to hold up to the matches that myself, Sam Oliver Bass, the other guy, and Ed Wazowski can give them. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've heard some of the biggest matches in Oregonian history are going to go into Medford, Roseburg. I understand down in Salem they're going to have a big street fight. I understand down in that Eugene. And I want to say one thing about Eugene. I don't have no championship belt, singles that is. But I got the trophy down in Eugene, and that's up for offers. Bodema, if you don't know where I'm coming from, I'm not going to tell you. Now listen, Bodema, before I go, I want to remind these people of one thing. Sam Oliver Bass, 300 pounds, 6'3", and handsome John Anson, 6'4", 280 pounds, are prepared to fight anyone or anybody in the Northwest. And Mr. Bodema, as you've seen in the past, when you have a combined weight of almost 600 pounds, it's hard to beat it, right, darling?
Well, that's the words from handsome John Anson. We might clarify again for the crowd here that Johnny Eagles will be here next month. In sometime in the very near future, Jimmy Snuka returning, and next Saturday, Jesse the Great Ventura. We'll be back in just a moment. Once again, one of the people makes our show possible. Here is Tom Peterson.
Tom Peterson here, announcing our fall parade of colored TVs. All new for $78. And you can buy an RCA, a Magnavox, or a GE. Your choice, only $3.99. Buy this RCA for only $3.99. Or this GE for only $3.99. Or this Magnavox for only $399. Buy right now. Your choice, RCA, GE, or Magnavox. Only $20 a month. That's Tom Peterson.
Remember, that is 1978 models of RCA, General Electric and Magnavox, all 19-inch, all 100% solid state. I'll tell you, I don't know where you can beat that anywhere. $20 a month to $399. And the pictures, the big thing we can tell you about solid state, the serviceability, the brand name, and everything else. Great service. But the picture, you've got to see it to believe it. There's only one place to see it. Tom Peterson, Southeast 82nd and Foster Road.
My name is Dale Lewis, and I'd like to tell you about this 1,248 square foot home we have here at Mobile Homes West. It has 2 bedrooms, both good size, and 2 baths. One is this Roman tub style, and boy, it's a real beauty. Naturally, it has all the appliances and built-ins. It has a circle kitchen that everyone really likes. It's handy, everything right at hand. A breakfast bar completes it, and it's just off the family room. It has a large dining room, a large living room, and pecan finish. And well, I'll tell you, it's got a lot of good living space. Come and see me tomorrow at Mobile Homes West, and I can sell you this home for only $16,900. As little as $845 down, $176.78 per month. If you live in Oregon or Washington, we can deliver. Mobile Homes West on Canyon Road in Beaverton.
We're back. We're live, about ready for action to continue. Our main event, first fall, went to Rose, Wiskowski, and Bass. Hope that you'll be with us in person very, very soon. We know that there are a number of those of you out there who are regular viewers are unable to join us in person, and probably would be delighted if you were able to. We understand that, and we're so happy to be able to bring it to you every Saturday night for an hour and a half for your enjoyment. Those of you able to get here, I hope you will very, very soon. And see that kind of action. The sensational Skip Young. Woo! I'll tell you, he gets more leverage just standing still. I bet he could be a dunk a basketball two-handed without running. He has just amazing upward vertical movement. And Wiskowski, kick to the midsection, and here comes the Moondog. First time Moondog's been in the ring. Said, let's get it on, Mr. Wiskowski. A whip into neutral corner turnbuckles. A whip over to the corner where Savage belts him. And I think hurt a hand, and while Sandy was overwarning him, Skip Young got a shot on Wiskowski. Now Mayne gets one, and Mayne's going to do the holding, I think, while Skip Young delivers a right cross. And a headbutt. Wiskowski, a headbutter himself, that diving headbutt. But Skip Young gets taken over in the enemy corner. A tag, and Sam Oliver Masson working on him. As Bass backs off, Rose got a lick or two in on Skip Young. And he does skip across that ring like a flat rock when he gets moving. Like a flat rock on a calm pond. Stomp by Rose to the midsection. The mauler, the crippler. Buddy Rose, a man who more than anybody I've ever seen, one of the very few I've ever seen in pro wrestling, that really enjoyed hurting his opponent, crippling him, injuring him. Rose got Bass again with a drop kick. Skip Young turns him over and pins him. Oh, let's hold on here. Bass is going to be mad. Let's not go away. It's all even. It's all even in the match. But what is it done to this team? And they, Wiskowski and Rose, teaming up on their own man. And they are working on Bass, and I don't know who in the dressing room might come out to help him. He is bleeding. He is bleeding. If there's anybody in the dressing room that has the inclination to want to help Sam, they better get out here and do it, because that man's going to be seriously hurt very, very soon. Wiskowski with a diving headbutt. Sandy Barr is already back in the officials' room. Bass is bleeding badly. He has been cut open, and they continue to work on that cut. Lonnie's up here waiting for his interview. Here comes Sandy Barr finally. Somebody got to the officials' room. And he is just a mess of blood. Here comes another diving headbutt. Ansen coming from the dressing room with a chair. And idiots are throwing things. Don't ever do that. And Bass is literally a mass of blood. There is blood all over. He has dropped at least a pint or more on that powder blue canvas. Good shot of him. You can see the condition he is in. And it is terrible. So I'm sure it'll be Wiskowski and Rose coming out to answer the third call in the fall against Skip Young, Lonnie Mayne, and Rose, and Savage. And we will try to get some indication of how seriously injured Bass is, but you can see that he is in trouble. Anson is saying, get up. Well, we will try to get things straightened around and hope that Bass will be okay. But first, we're going to hear from Country John. John Denton from Friendly Chevrolet.
Denton for Friendly Chevrolet out in beautiful Lake Oswego. And looky here, folks, the 1978 pickup trucks are pouring in out of Friendly Chevrolet every day. We got to make room. Just pick up your Friday Evening Journal or your Saturday Oregonian and take a look at the prices on our brand new 1978 pickup trucks. We got a brand new 78 half-ton on sale at Friendly Chevrolet this weekend for only $39.95, and here it is. Isn't that a beauty? It's a 78 half-ton at Friendly Chevrolet for $39.95. Or how about a 78 3/4 ton? Has an 8-foot long wide box, 6-cylinder 292 engine, has a 3-speed transmission, gauges all vinyl interior for only $45.95, and we have over 75 brand new pickup trucks for you folks to come out and take a look at. Here's a brand new 78 half-ton Cheyenne. Has a V8 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes, tinted glass, sliding rear window, AM radio, below eye level mirrors, has the deluxe body side moldings, and all the Cheyenne equipment for only $56.95. Looking for a 4-wheel drive? Here's a 78 3/4 ton 4x4. Listen to the equipment on this truck. V8 automatic power steering brakes, has tilt wheel, sliding window, AM radio, on and off-road tires for only $62.95. Be sure to come out and see us.
Indian Jewelry by Treasures of Oregon. Nowhere will you find a larger or more beautiful selection of authentic turquoise jewelry, and now with Stone in the Payless Plaza and in Vancouver's Old Tower Mall. Open 7 days a week. Indian Jewelry by Treasures of Oregon.
We will tell you before we get into our interview that Sam Bass literally went out of his head, decked the referee a couple of times, but with some help, they were able to get a compressed towel on that cut and take him into the dressing room. So we still don't know how serious it is. Lonnie Mayne, you've seen some wild things in your life, and you've been in some wild, but...
I can't believe this. I don't know. I can't believe that, how somebody would turn. I have no love for Sam Oliver Bass, but I'll tell you what, after what I've just seen, I hope Sam Oliver Bass takes Buddy Rose, Ed Wiskowski, and beats the living right out of them. There's no reason for that. No reason once for all. And let me tell you something else. We flipped a coin. I lost. I wished I was in there right now. They're going to go back 2-on-2. If they don't, there'll be 3-on-2. Because there's no way Sam Oliver Bass. But I'll tell you what, Sam, like I said, I don't love you. But I hope and I pray, brother, that you get that Ed Wiskowski or you get that Buddy Rose and just tear their head right off.
Okay, with that, we might explain, too, that the rules say that when a man is unable to answer the bell, it is not does not call on the other team to drop one man back, so they're doing it out of sportsmanship. My congratulations to you.
Thank you. It hurts. It hurts, and I'll tell you what, if I had my little thumper here, I'd show you something, but I'm going to tell you, Buddy Rose and Ed Wiskowski and you, John Anson, you, all three of you, I would like to take my foot and shove it right up.
Be careful. We're live. Can we fill in the blank there?
Yeah, I'll fill in the blank. A big blank. I hope Sam Oliver Bass should get him one way or the other. And you know, we got a lot of good wrestlers in here, Frank. We got Gino Hernandez in here. We got the Skip Young. We got Mark. We got a lot of good of them ones. But I'll tell you what, I can smell excitement in the air. And when I say that, you know it's the truth. Am I right or am I wrong?
And with that, and Lonnie going off with my cord, we'll simply tell you that we have the third and deciding fall of this melee, and we'll try to get your report on how serious the injury is. But first of all, I'll tell you, if you're looking for a washer or a dryer, this is the buy that you are going to want to make, and it's Hot Point.
Hello, Tom Peterson for Hot Point, an outstanding product with outstanding value. Hot Point refrigerators, Hot Point freezers, Hot Point ranges in both 30 and 40 inch, Hot Point automatic washers, Hot Point dryers with Sensa-Dry, Hot Point ranges with self-cleaning ovens and smooth tops, Hot Point microwave ovens with automatic probe cooking, Hot Point dishwashers, Hot Point side-by-side refrigerators with water in the door and ice in the door. Yes, Hot Point, an outstanding product at an outstanding value. And right now, you can save $100 when you buy both Hot Point washer and dryer. Our regular price is $499.
We still haven't received any report on the injuries to Bass. I will, from experience of seeing injuries in the ring before, make a couple predictions. And one is that there certainly will be, with those that series of diving headbutts by Wiskowski, there will be some kind of concussion, and that seemed to be indicated also by the fact that Bass literally went out of his head a little bit there when he did start coming to. So it'll be a matter of how serious that concussion is. Now, we don't like to see anybody get hurt, so we'll hope that it's not a serious concussion. And then I think it will be a matter of how many stitches. There's no question that there will be stitches. It's only a matter of how many stitches it will take. And I would guess that it might be between 20 and 30, 40 stitches, as they really ripped him open. And there is Buddy Rose glorying in smearing the blood around. A coin was flipped between Rose, Skip Young, and Mayne, odd man out, and Lonnie lost, as he said. And they would not have to do that. It is not their problem. If another man gets hurt, they can go 3-on-2. Savage going to work on the man becoming known as the Crippler, gaining a reputation as one who injures throughout the world. Buddy Rose, judo chop. We're at a fall apiece, and Skip Young is going to come in, do his thing.
4 minutes to go.
Right cross on Buddy Rose. Body slam. Covered with a body press, 1, 2, and I think you would have had him, Wiskowski. Pulled him off at the count of 2. Sandy Barr is literally covered with Sam Oliver Bass's blood. He got close enough to the corner to tag. Young's ready for him, and Savage is coming around. Savage is coming around to get Rose. Savage, I'm sure, irate as long as he's been around the business. He hates to see anything like what just happened to Rose, or just happened to Bass, happen to anybody. A shot, the crowd, half of them on their feet. Rose finally able to get out of the corner. A hip throw by a dancing Skip Young. Headbutt right to the top of the head of Wiskowski. He is staggered, a right cross. Puts him down on the seat of his trunks. Rose over in his corner trying to shake it off. Get the cobwebs out. Body slam by Skip Young. 1, 2, and Rose in to interfere. Turnbuckle treatment does not phase Skip Young, and he gets him a double headbutt. Rose drops on the cement floor. Savage says, give him a whip and let me have a shot. And he unloads from his knee, throws a punch that travels about 4 feet to the abdomen. And now Savage unloading, raining blows on Rose. Wiskowski is held by Skip Young. You see the mess that Sandy Barr is. That is Sam Oliver Bass's blood. Rose goes to the wrong corner. Skip Young greets him with a punch. Karate thumb. Savage pulling the referee out of the way and says, one of you guys get up and fight. Skip Young in there. He's saying there's 2 of them in the ring. Get one of them out. It's Savage against Wiskowski.
1 minute to go. 1 minute.
Wiskowski gets a shot into the abdomen. Body slam. That flying knee drop. And that did a lot of damage to Bass. I don't know if that's what opened the cut. Caused it initially, but once it was open, I know that he really tore it much farther. He misses that one. Rolls over to the corner with a bad knee. At least temporarily hurt knee, and Rose is in. The tag. Skip Young is in. Rose is caught with a flying drop kick. And he is stunned. He just got his head clear. Roundhouse right, Skip Young on Buddy Rose. Hard, and that almost tore down the ropes. Savage cheerleading to Skip Young, saying, give him another shot. Catches him with a shoulder throw. Covers him with a body press. 1, 2, and kicked off by Wiskowski, or that'd have been it. That'd have been the 3rd fall. And it went to the time limit. It went to the time limit, but I don't think Savage is done yet. He'd like to do some more. Savage said, oh no, there's got to be more time. And he's ready to unload, and the referee, he is that upset. Sandy Barr giving us the indication, saying at time limit, it went to the time limit. And of course, Savage is just wild with anger. And of all people, we're getting Wiskowski and Rose up here. So we will talk to them, see what they have to say about the whole thing. They're smiling.
You see, Wiskowski and Rose cannot be defeated, even when those men had the psychological advantage. They had something to fight for. They know that Ed Wiskowski and Buddy Rose are the cripplers. If any man does not do as Ed Wiskowski asked, then they are going
It's Bass. Sam Bass. Bass body slamming him on a solid oak desk. Bass, if we can get somebody up here to restore order. Bass is going wild into this chicken wire. Bass is wild. Sandy Barr yelling, knock it off. Here comes Skip. Skip Young and Savage are up to try to restrain a wild.
Buddy Rose! I'm gonna tell you something, boy. You had your warning. And now, you're gonna get your payback, boy. Don Owens! Don Owens! Come here, Mr. Owens! Come here,
We're trying to get Don Owens up here. We let Don through there.
Don! Don Owens! You see these two dudes right here? Especially that little blonde fag down there, whatever his name is. Buddy Rose! Right here, next Saturday night. I don't know what your matches are. I don't care what your matches are. But I know who I'm going to wrestle. It's that man right there. If it's main event, that's all right. If it's her first match, that's all right. But I want that guy right there. And then you, Wiskowski. I thought you was a friend, boy. But you're the worst turncoat of all, too. But one at a time, and you're second. Do I get the match? How about it, huh?
As I'm concerned, you've got the match next Saturday. I had planned on Ventura being here, but you want the match, you can have it. But don't fight up here in this TV stand. You can do anything up in the ring you want.
Don Owens, I'm going to fight the man anywhere I get a chance. If I catch him in the street, I'm going to fight him. If I catch him in the hall, I'm going to fight him.
You gave him the match next Saturday?
If I catch him in the parking lot, I'll fight him. Anywhere I get him, I'll fight the son of a...
We're out of time. Next Saturday, Bass and Rose. The match is made. We are out of time. Dutch and Skip are over there. I want to thank them for coming up here and probably saving my life. Live from the Portland Sports Arena, this has been Portland Wrestling.
It's back there. And I'll tell you, and I'll get your insurance policy in order. Don't worry, it's GI. It's almost under. Tremendous.
Two big hammer throwers, as I call them, all tied. Congratulations,
Thank you very much. It's tremendous competition.
And for winning the competition, Patera receives 10 points. Friend picks up 7 for second, Young 4 for third, and Cole 1 point. So at the halfway mark, Wilhelm and Patera are tied at the summit. And our two bodybuilders, Franco Colombo and Lou Ferrigno, are hanging tough. And how do we go about breaking this tie? Well, next Saturday on the CBS Sports Spectacular, all 8 of our strong men will be pulling a tram with a harness. That tram weighs in excess of 7,000 pounds. So you be with us next Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Portland Commission has put Jack Savage in here to referee this bout, and his orders were to keep them in the ring or fight them.
To keep Sam Bass in line is what he's here for.
I should probably be here to put Buddy Rose's in. Oh, you're not supposed to stay around here.
Well, can you bar the door right now? I'll tell you if these two come anywhere near it. Dutch Savage in that Chehalis shirt, and that's where we'll be tomorrow. Dutch be on that card. I'll be announcing WF West High School Gym in Chehalis. And Savage telling Wiskowski, get to the dressing room, or the first ball goes to Bass right now. He's saying, I'm telling you, out. halfway up the aisle. Savage telling Wiskowski, lay one on me right there, telling Rose, you want to take a poke? Go ahead and have at it. Next Saturday, Savage and Wiskowski get at it in the ring. For tonight, Savage in there as the official. It was by commission decree. Bell has rung. And Rose bailing out the sand, Bass going out after him. And of course, that's where it ended last Saturday. And a fall apiece, Bass chased Rose literally into the crowd. Was beating on him in the crowd. As they were both counted out, it was no contest. Sam Oliver Bass, the Bass Man. Rose bailing out again. Buddy Rose finally back in the ring. Sam Oliver Bass winning his pound of flesh. Wiskowski and Rose, of course, a couple of weeks ago brutally attacked Bass when they were partners in a tag team match. They got to work on him 2 or 3 minutes before the referee knew it. He was in his dressing room. Part of it was during a commercial break, and nobody in the dressing room knew that it was going on. They cost Bass about a pint of blood and some 37 stitches and a mild concussion at the hands of Wiskowski and Rose. He said, well, I'll take them one at a time, and right now I'll settle with Rose. And I'll tell you, he'd like to injure him. I'll tell you the truth. The Bass Man, just as mean as anybody who's come down the pike in a while. Sam Oliver Bass working on Rose with the wing lock. And knee drop across it. Rose saying, back off. I don't want any more of that. And of course, we're just underway, and it's on that left arm. Hammerlock by Bass. And the spear to the left arm. It's the left arm and elbow that Buddy Rose likes to work on so well of other people. But one of the Youngbloods out of order, out of commission twice. With that, again, the Oklahoma spear to that arm. He sent Ventura to the hospital and out of action. Did the same with Johnny Boyd, just to name a few of those that Boyd is injured. And Bass would like to do some getting even for them all, I think. Reverse pump handle on that left arm, and it is Bass working right now, getting his licks in on Rose. The count is 7. He turns it to a hammerlock for the takedown. Dutch Savage, third man in the ring. For this, our main event of the evening. With an arm bar, then a knee thrown in to the elbow. It's Bass working on Playboy Buddy Rose. The Playboy not very playful. Pump handle over the shoulder. Now when he pumped so much, he brought him right on over. Now the leg scissors, and he's turning into it. And Bass is really working on the left arm of Buddy Rose. And he's submitted. Rose submitted. Finally, Bass lets go. Rose submitted to that hold. in arm scissors, and he really got up on top of it, put the pressure on him. Savage saying, no, I'd like to do it myself, but I'm refereeing. The bell is rung. First fall is over. And Bass is saying, just one, Dutch, huh? Let me have just one. So he turns to check with the timer. As Bass gets one stop in. A Bass man winning the first fall, but I'll tell you, from previous experience, don't count the Playboy out yet. Playboy not too happy with the official. Number 33 wearing his Chehalis shirt. And that's where we'll be tomorrow evening with the big card starting at 7 o'clock. In fact, if you have a piece of paper and a pencil handy, as we'll run down where all the action is in the next week or so. And I'll tell you, a lot of it's great. Salem, Eugene have great big cards, as well as the other places we'll tell you about, so get ready right now. And make a note if it's in your area, what time, what day particularly, because sometimes you don't know that you'll be able to go next week on a Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, maybe tomorrow. You think you're going to be busy. Things will fall through and you forget just when the wrestling was. So I hope that you'll make a note of it, at least a mental note, if nothing else. Tomorrow, WF West High School Gym in Chehalis, right there by the Chehalis cutoff of I-5, I understand. Yakima, a big one there. Monday night, J.M. Perry Institute. Big one here Tuesday night to Portland. We still don't know what's going to top that card. Challenges are flying around the arena. Seattle, a straight fight, Seattle Center Arena. Thursday night at Eugene. Salem, rather. Grand Theater, a big logger match, and Dutch Savage is offered to referee that one. Friday in Eugene, a great preliminary card, topped with an explosive tag team match. Thursday night, incidentally, at Beaverton Elks, they'll be wrestling for the father-son banquet at the Elks, and it'll be my pleasure to be there as your guest announcer. Sunday, November 13th, 7 p.m., Goldendale, Washington High School Gym. 2 weeks from tonight, Jimmy Snuka, Johnny Eagle back in action. And I'll tell you, if you think that the action hasn't already been great, it's going to be super great next Saturday night here at the Portland Sports Arena. Dutch Savage putting his heavyweight title on the line against probably one of the toughest challengers he's had in some time, and that's Ed Wiskowski that you saw in action tonight, and that could be a tough one. We'll be back in just a moment. Right now, time to cut away here from one of the people who makes the show possible. That's Friendly Chevrolet. John Denton to tell you about some of the buys in Lake Oswego.
John Denton from Friendly Chevrolet in Lake Oswego, and here we are in November with over 300 cars and trucks out of Friendly Chevrolet, and we got to get rid of them. We're having a big price buster sale this weekend out at Friendly Chevrolet. Everything is being sold at unbelievable low prices. Here's a 78 Nova Coupe, brand new 1978 Nova. 6-cylinder, 3-speed, and that's about all it's got on it. But a lot of people don't want a lot of other equipment. And this one's on sale for only $36.95. How about a 78 Malibu 4-door with an automatic transmission? It has a V6 engine, power steering, power brakes, tinted glass, AM radio, vinyl roof cover, deluxe wheel covers, and white stripe radial tires. Brand new 78 Malibu for only $49.95. And look at here. Here's a car that's just hotter than a pepper sprout. It's a 78 Camaro Sport Coupe with a V8 engine, has a 4-speed transmission, power steering, power brakes, AM radio, tinted glass, vinyl roof cover, rally wheels, and white stripe radial tires. Brand new 78 Camaro for $53.95. 78 Monte Carlo Sport Coupe, just take a look at that beauty. Has an automatic transmission, V8 engine, power steering, power brakes, tinted glass, all vinyl interior, AM radio, white stripe radial tires for $53.95, and we have over 20 78 Monte Carlos for you folks to choose from.
Next Saturday night, getting his first shot here in Portland at the Northwest Heavyweight Champion, and that is Ed Wiskowski, goes against Savage for the title next Saturday.
That's right. Judge Savage finally had enough nerve to put the title on the line. You know, he sat on that thing so long without putting it up, I thought maybe he was trying to hatch other belts out of it, you know, so he'd always have a couple laying around in case somebody took that one. Well, Mr. Savage, you sat on it long enough, and it's time that a real man got a shot at your title. That being Ed Wiskowski. A man that is smarter than you are, he's
He's tougher than you are. He'll never say die in the face of adversity like you just did in the ring, Mr. Savage. So when you meet Ed Wiskowski, have it all together, Mr. Savage, because Mr. Wiskowski, and I do emphasize Mr. because I'm a gentleman in that ring. I'm a gentleman's gentleman. So, Mr. Savage, come prepared. Come prepared to do battle. 2 out of 3 style. You know, I wouldn't be surprised when I took that 2 straight. Just simply I could win 1 fall with a psychological advantage over the man. And I could win the 2nd fall just outsmarting him. So you see, it's that simple, Mr. Savage. And I want the people of Portland to know that after I win that belt, I'm going to be the kind of champion that you want me to be. A man that'll put it up at every opportunity when there's a worthy challenger. I won't be like that Savage and take and run across the Columbia River with it and stick it under my bed. No, it'll be there for you all to see. Thank you.
Well, that's it from Ed Wiskowski, and that is next Saturday here in Portland. Remember, Chehalis, WF West High School Gym tomorrow, Yakima Monday, Portland Tuesday night. Get tickets for that one, 289-4222, Sunday or Tuesday. Monday, no answering phone. 289-4222, Sunday or Monday, Sunday or Tuesday. Or come out to the flea market. Go to the concession stand, Sandy Bar's Flea Market. There's between 200 and 300 dealers here every Sunday. A great place to do some shopping, Christmas shopping, incidentally. Go to the concession stand, get your tickets for Tuesday night, because I'll tell you, no matter what we have, and we got a lot of challenges. The big one, Wiskowski and Rose here have the challenge out for Anson and Bass. Put up the tag team title, and we understand there are behind-the-scenes machinations going on there to try to get that put together. We hope to let you know before we go off the air, otherwise we're watching your newspaper. We'll be back in just a moment. Right? Is it Tom right now? Okay, these great stereos from Tom Peterson's are hard to get because of early Christmas.
Hello, I'm Tom Peterson. At Tom Peterson, we have a great selection of console stereos. And everyone's a full-featured stereo with AM, FM stereo radio, built-in 8-track, and turntable, just like this grandfather's clock. But it's more than a grandfather's clock. It's a full-featured stereo. Or this fireplace stereo. Or what about the bar, the psychedelic bar, great for the recreational room. Or this beautiful credenza stereo with Mediterranean styling. Or this early American stereo with toll painting, and yet it's only 32 inches wide. Yes, when it comes to selection and price, we've got both of them. And here's a full-featured Mediterranean stereo with AM, FM stereo radio, built-in 8-track deck, and turntable. And it's only 32 inches wide. And you can buy it for only $199. Yes, only $199. Quantities are limited, so buy today. That's Tom Peterson's.
Just a little while ago, we showed you a home that sold in March for $22,950 that has gone up to $24,950. It's beautiful, but so is this home with 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, a big living room, drapes, wood panel walls, and very comfortable. Selling for $9,995 at Travel and Mobile Homes, this home could be yours by putting $1,000 down and having monthly payments of only $124.76 per month. If you are now paying $150 to $175 a month in rent, it will actually save you money to buy a home of your own, and you will end up with equity, independence, and a sense of ownership. With almost 800 square feet of living space, this 2-bedroom home is perfect for the couple starting out or perhaps retirement. Wall-to-wall carpeting and the end to landlord blues. We deliver anywhere in Oregon or Washington. At Travel and Mobile Homes, corner of Cedar Hills Boulevard and Farmington Road in Beaverton, this home is just $9,995, and it can be yours for $124.76 per month.
We discovered a new radio station.
It's called Magic 107. We really like the music, and they play a lot of it. Discover Magic on FM 107.
First ball went to the Oklahoma Bass man, Sam Oliver Bass over Buddy Rose. But Rose has been down before and come back before, and he is a tough one. He is a tough customer. We've got to give the devil his due, and I don't think that's ever made more sense than right then. Folks, Centralia, Chehalis area, the Dutchman refereeing tonight. at the request of the commission, wearing a Chehalis football shirt there. Tomorrow evening, actually, 7 o'clock, Dutch will be on the card. I'll be your announcer. Get there kind of early and hope to talk to some of you wrestling fans. Bass doing some talking. I hope we don't talk that way. Bass doing a little talking to Rose. The bell is rung. And second fall action getting underway, and Bass saying, how do you like it, Rose? How do you like having a left arm sore? And he put a kick on the Bass man's left arm, and Bass looked up with such a glare that it actually made Rose bounce back about 2 or 3 feet. He just jumped back and working on that left arm again and heading for the dressing room. Rose halfway up the aisle to the dressing room, 2/3 of the way. He's in the crowd. Savage is yelling, come on back in here and wrestle. Be a pro. He wants Sam. Whoever thought when he came here should be hearing Sam Oliver Bass getting cheers. In and right back out. Playboy Rose. Some of the guys have a different nickname for him. It starts with Candy and has another syllable in there. Doesn't sound like Playboy. And that's one we can't use on television. In and back out of the ring. Rose just using up the time, and the fast count going, 18-19. And Savage up, counting fast on him. Got to 19. It was almost 2 straight falls in a row. Buddy Rose spending most of his time so far this fall outside the ring, being driven, that shoulder, that left arm that Bass has been working on, driven into the turnbuckle. Now outside, it's a foot race. Bass getting caught coming in. Bass trailing behind Rose. Rose came in, stopped short, brought up a quick knee. It was sort of like a jab in boxing. The knee that caught Bass coming in. And it stunned him, and Rose doing what he does best when he has his man hurt, goes to work on him. Stopping away at the ribs, grabbing the left arm to whip hard into the turnbuckles. Savage was kind of leaning or standing near the ropes, and that was such impact into the corner that the rope snapped and bounced Savage a little bit. Knee drops right to the small of the back. Buddy Rose working on Bass. Bass the winner of the first fall. Rose trying to inflict the punishment, not only trying to win the second fall here, but trying to deal out as much punishment as he can. And he gets caught in the midsection. Bass not yet put away. He is groggy on all fours, trying to climb up on the ropes now. Caught there and is ridden on the ropes. Rose is on top of him. The throat of Bass across that top rope. And at 245, 250, whatever Rose is, riding on the back of Bass. Bass's throat over the rope. Body slam. Wild swing and a go behind. Rolls him up, coming off the ropes, and Rose gets a count of 1 is all. And is kicked off, made the move. Looked like he might have the pin. Stomp again to the small of the back. And he's going outside the ring. Takes Bass with him and runs his back into the steel ring post. He's working on the back now. They are both being counted on. This is the way it ended last week. They were both outside the ring after a fall apiece, and they never did get back in. The count going on Bass now. He twice was run backwards into the steel ring post. It's his back, particularly the small of the back, that Rose has been working on. Bass into the ring and right away back to work on the back. Small of the back, Buddy Rose. A knee lift and a hard one at the base of the spine. Covered with a body press after a lot of punishment. 1, 2, and Flail kicks him out. And Rose all the way out of the ring and on the floor, but not hurt. He's right back in. Driving knee drop, base of the spine. Bass picked up and body slammed hard. Rose working on him. Rose doing a lot of punishment. Sit out backbreaker. A reverse inside backbreaker, and that one's going to even it all up. And Rose giving it to Savage. How about that, Savage? Pretty smart, huh? The inside, Billy Robinson, former English wrestler who perfected that, well, I guess what you'd call an inside backbreaker, where the man's head goes to the inside, the feet go to the outside, and you drop across the knee of your opponent. The backbreaker wins it, and a lot of punishment dealt out throughout that entire, nearly the entire round, if you want to call it that, time of the fall. Sam Oliver Bass taking the punishment at the base of the spine from Buddy Rose. Our main event, all even, and it's always the main event out in Lake Oswego. This is the ad to be looking for. There are great buys out there as the 78s are in, 77s are ready to go, and John's got them for sale.
I'm done for Friendly Chevrolet, and folks, we're having a price-busting sale out at Friendly Chevrolet this weekend. Be sure to pick up the Friday Journal or the Saturday Argonian and just take a look at our ad. Over 300 cars and trucks for you folks to choose from. Here's one right here, a brand new 1978 half-ton. It's a custom deluxe with a 6-cylinder engine, has a 3-speed transmission, 8-foot-long wide box and gauges, brand new 1978 half-ton for $39.95. Here's a 78 3/4 ton with a 6-cylinder engine, 3-speed transmission, has the 8-foot-long wide box and gauges for only $43.95. Hey, look, you can buy them both and call them his and hers, huh? Hey, here's a half-ton 1978 Chevrolet van with an automatic transmission, has a 6-cylinder engine, power steering, power brakes, heavy-duty front and rear shocks, tinted glass, has the auxiliary seat, front stabilizer bar, and gauges for only $49.95. That's a brand new half-ton van. And looky here. Here's a 78 half-ton 4-wheel drive with a V8 engine, 4-speed transmission, power steering, power brakes, has a sliding rear window, auxiliary fuel tank, dual exhaust system, gauges, on and off-road tires, and locking hubs for only $59.95. Come on out and see us.
Morning, Judge.
Ah, Murph. Your unleaded gasoline has been on trial for some time now. You still swear by it?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
We've got proof. Proof. Irrefutable evidence which corroborates expert testimony, Your Honor.
We know the cars have already traveled over 19 billion miles on unleaded Union 76 regular.
That's a lot of evidence.
Well, because most cars designed to run on regular can use it. What's the verdict, Your Honor?
All right. We rest our case.
Put a gasoline with spirit on your side. The Spirit of 76.
Incidentally, a little bit of confusion. People wondering, Southwest Washington the next 2 Sundays. Chehalis tomorrow, WF West High School gym. And following that, Elma at the high school. Elma, Washington, a good crowd out there. Skip Young, Gino Hernandez, one of the newest tag teams here in the Northwest. They work together in Texas, and the 2 young men getting together. You're going to be in action later tonight. Skip, Gino, how's the act going? Getting it together?
Oh, definitely so. I'd just like to say that, once again, I'd like to thank all the fans that have come out and given me the support, and I'm sure Skip feels the same way. And we would really like a match for the tag team titles here. We both work together. We both think alike. We train together. And we think we should be the tag team champions, and we'd like a chance at the titles.
That's right, Frank. Gino just summed it up. The one main asset that we have going for us in our favor is we got the power youth on our side, and we definitely would like a shot. I think we deserve a shot at the tag team titles against John Anson and Sam Oliver Bass. And I think Gino and myself are very confident we can take anybody here in the Pacific Northwest area, and we're just waiting.
You've got a big one, of course, a little later on tonight. I think it's Anson and Kincaid that you're going against, and it's a few matches like that that'll really build your stock. You think that you can handle those two and show what you can do?
Well, we're definitely ready, and if we should defeat them or give a good showing, that would definitely, I think, show that we deserve a chance at the tag team belts. And like I said, I don't mean to sound repetitious, but I'd like to thank all the beautiful people here for giving us their support.
I'm sure that they think you've earned it, and they love the both of you. You're both doing great, so congratulations to as far as you've gone, and good luck tonight. Skip, thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Gino. Incidentally, we'll tell our crowd at home as well as the crowd here at the sports arena, those of you interested in boxing, we understand unofficially that the winner of the big heavyweight match tonight, Kenny Norton, on a split decision. Kenny Norton winning it on a split decision. Well, I tell you, it's never a split decision. It's always a knockout victory, especially if you've gotten your elk or your deer this year. Maybe you're buying a side of beef, a half a beef, or a whole beef, and you need a freezer. You want to buy some of those good garden fresh vegetables. You can save a lot of money at Tom because he's got all kinds of them.
Hello, I'm Tom Peterson, and here's the lowest price we've ever offered on an Admiral full-size freezer. Only $299. Yes, only $299, or $15 a month if you prefer terms. And it holds over 500 pounds of frozen food, 15.8 cubic feet of storage area. And best of all, you can buy it for only $15 a month. That's right, only $15 a month. Now that's Tom Peterson's.
Howdy, folks. Your old friend Crooked River Bob here. Now, if your family likes fun, we've got about every kind under the sun. And if you're a responsible adult, among the first 50 to call, you'll have a 2-day vacation here at the ranch as my guest. Now, that's complete with delicious chuck wagon meals and motel and a tour of 11,000 acres of the most beautiful mountain view property in the world. Come on and discover why so many Oregonians have purchased acreage at Crooked River Ranch. Call the number on your screen right now. You hear? Okay, baby. Oh!
Everyone has fun at the Glass Palace of Horse Racing. They're off and running at Portland Meadows every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Experience the fun at Portland Meadows. Post time 7:30 p.m. Friday, 1:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Well, we sent our runner back and checked with the commission at Don Open, and the bickering and dickering is still going on about who gets who in the main event Tuesday night. The card definitely set, but there is a lot of, as we say, card sort of wheeling and dealing going as to who is going to get it and what's going to be put up, if the tag team titles go on the line or not. We'll be finding out, we hope, before we go off the air. At any rate, a big card here Tuesday night, Portland Sports Arena. Remember, Sandy Bar's Flea Market tomorrow. They have Mike over at the concession stand. Mike Owen has tickets for you. You pay for them, get them in your hand, and no waiting in line Tuesday night. However, if you can't get out here Sunday to the sports arena to get your tickets, you can call Sunday or Tuesday. They're not answering the phone Monday, Sunday or Tuesday, 289-4222. 289-4222. And as the third fall action gets underway, it is Buddy Rose right back to work on Sam Oliver Bass's back. Generally, the left arm is the part of the anatomy that Rose goes to work for. This time, he happened to get in a couple of blows to Bass's back, the small of his back, right at the spine. And another inside backbreaker. That one is sit-out backbreaker, and he might have him two straight in a hurry. 1, 2, and no! And he is thrown off about 4 feet in the air. Bass really coming to. He's still hurting, but he threw him off hard. Much to the midsection, catches him again. Right in the bread basket. Sam Oliver Bass unloads to the chin. The Bass man is up and hot. I dare anybody turn off the TV set now. If you're any kind of fan at all. Nobody's going away. Nobody's going to the concession stands. Because watch out, Katie, bar the door. We're going at it. Sam Oliver Bass, and he's saying, get out of my way, Dutch. I'm unloading on this. And then right there, it's censored. Goodwill goes out the arena door when these two get together. Sam Oliver Bass. Boy, Buddy Rose. And it's Bass coming back, and Rose is waiting. That last punch to the head. He hit him that grazing, crushing ball that opened the cut. And Bass at the corner yelling at him. Rose is bleeding. And the Okie, Oklahoma Sam Bass, the Oklahoma Outlaw, loves it. A Bass man is groggy, to say the least. He's not sure which way he's going or not going. Blood running in his eyes. And groggy, but he's back to the ring. And Sam Oliver Bass is waiting for him. And working to that cut. Side headlock and punching away in the cut. The blood is flowing. Savage goes out and gets him and says, get back in that ring. And throws him in the ring, literally. Savage literally threw him in the ring. All apiece. Rose getting the best, got much the best. The Bass in the second fall started to get him, work on him, working on the back. In the third fall, Rose outside the ring. Savage out after him. Savage is shoved away. Watch out, Wiskowski's coming up behind Savage. Wiskowski out of the dressing room. And Wiskowski taking Rose to the dressing room. Wiskowski
recently had, it measures 18 feet by 18 feet, and it is 9 foot tall. It's a cyclone fence cage. Now, this cage is made out of pure steel, just like the one they put around a football field. It has a gate in it. Now, I'm going to ask Don Owens. Frank, are you listening up there, Frank? Listen up. I'm going to ask Don Owens to get me a lock, give me one key. And I want to referee the match. I want Buddy Rose in a cage here for you, Doc. All right? You'll agree to that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was officially appointed the referee here tonight, so I don't think the commission can battle me on that. You people want to see a cage match here Tuesday night? All right, and as far as I'm concerned, I have Don Owens' power of attorney out here. You have Buddy Rose in a cage match here this coming Tuesday night.
And I'll tell you, it has been a while. And would the director repeat that last message? Okay, we have no more commercials, so we are going to stay right here, and to say the least, we'll hope that we'll get the Bass man up here or the Dutchman and talk to him about it. A cyclone fence match, and it has been years. I can recall only maybe one other time here at the Portland Sports Arena, and because of the fact that the commission put Savage in the ring, the commission therefore empowered Savage to make decisions of the nature that he made, which was ordering a rematch with Rose. Because of the interference, he has that right. He not only has the right to order the rematch with Rose, but in any way that he wants to, and with the cage. Bassman?
Frank Bottomer, all you people out there in Oregon, all you people in Portland, Tuesday night, it has been signed. There's going to be a cage match right here in Portland. And I'm going to get Buddy Rose, and I'm going to give him what he deserves.
Rose, the people around here know before you're here, I was the bully. I used to walk on people around here. Well, I'm going to do it to you now, Rose. Tuesday night, boy, in a fit.
Rose and Wiskowski just down the stairs. Bass invited him up. They waited till he left.
I'm not getting any damn cage. You see this thing right here? Just like a cage. I'm not an animal. I'm not an idiot. Sam Bass, that Savage, Roddy Mayne, Don Owens, Jesse Ventura. Everybody's against me, and I haven't done anything wrong. I'm out here. They're going to put me in a cage. And Wiskowski, they're trying to keep him out. He didn't interfere. He just saw that there was justice. They're trying to keep me.
All I was trying to do was to see that justice was done. Savage was against the man, Bass was against the man, and now they're putting my partner in a cage. He's no animal. Look at that. He is a human being, an intelligent Homo sapien, not a man of violence. Look what he's been done to. What do you think is going to happen to him if they throw him in a cage with a referee who's biased?
That's another thing. He's refereeing. I want to say something. Savage, you're sticking your butt in there. You got no business. Both of you jumped me just now. It took two of you to get at me. Why is everybody after me?
Well, I'll tell you what. They may think that there's no way I can get in that cage, but I am going to do my best, Rose, to see that justice prevails. The American way prevails.
Isn't this professional wrestling? Savage, I thought, had the respect of the sport being professional wrestling. This is professional wrestling, Don Owens. This isn't animal acts. This isn't where people are put in cages. That's for the movies. That's for other things. I'm not going in no stupid cage. I'm a professional athlete, and I want to wrestle in a ring, not no cage. A cage, people, they throw you into it. That's no fair. If I want to leave the ring, that's what a ring is for. There are ropes around the ring. When you get to the ropes, the ref breaks the hold. That is legal.
As I understand, you don't have to wrestle in the ring. The only thing is that you're suspended if you don't. You're suspended throughout the United States.
Smart mouth. By the way, you got a smart mouth. I ought to toss you right over the top of this thing. I thought you were a respectable announcer. You want to see him get me just as much as everybody else. Well, nobody's going to get me. Nobody's going to get him. Nobody's going to stop us. And Owens, I got a surprise for you. You think you guys, Savage and Mayne and Bass and whoever else is on your stupid side, if you think you're going to stop me, the only way is to cripple me. And nobody's crippling me. I'm crippling her. I can't.
This is the Portland Sports Arena. This is not a zoo. This is not a zoo. My man does not belong in a cage. That's all there is to it.
Okay, Tuesday night, and as we said, due to Savage being up there at the request of the commission, he was empowered, so the match has been made for Tuesday night. We want to remind you that tickets will be available at Sandy Bar's Flea Market, and I'll tell you, if we've ever had a match, we're probably going to have them hanging from the rafters or turning them away. This will probably be it. Cyclone fence. This is chicken wire back here. He said he didn't like this. That's chicken wire. That's nothing. We got cyclone fencing. They'll be going up all the way around the ring, and no way that he can get out. There's one door to let a man in. When both wrestlers get in, that gate door is padlocked. So Tuesday night, a cage match, 2894222 is the ticket to get. Dutchman, we're out of time. Thanks a lot for your explanation.
In my mouth. I listened out here to the animal act out here, Rose and Wiskowski. The match is signed. Cyclone fencing, one gate, it'll be locked. Rosie's a wrestle Sam Bass, or he leaves the United States of America.
Okay, that's it. Next Tuesday night, you heard it. It's ordered.
Almost live. It's the Gong Show.
Well, he used to be known as the man of 1,000 moves. Since then, he's been around the world, most recently down in Florida, and I think he's learned about 5 more, so maybe the man of 1,005 moves, actually uncounted number of moves. From London, England, or from England, the great Johnny Eagles. Johnny, welcome back to Northwest.
Thank you. It really is good to be back, and that is one reason, you know.
I have traveled all over the world, and this is the place where it's all happening. This is the place where the best fans in the world are. They support you right to the end, and Mr. Owens has gone to no expense. He's brought in the very best talent. I've never seen as much top talent in one area, and I've just done a tour, and I've never seen as much top talent in one area as right here now. The people here are getting the very best. The cream of the crop is right here in the Pacific Northwest. And let me tell you something. Not only the cream of the crop here, it's the cream of the crop out there too, because those are the best fans in the world, and I love every one of them. Let me tell you, Frank.
Thank you, Johnny. And if we didn't already have the cream of the crop here, a man that you have worked, I think you've been in a ring with him even a few times. I don't know that you always envied that situation or not, but in January, Andre the Giant, the eighth wonder of the world. Truly a sight to be seen, right?
That's true. Andre is a giant. He's a gentle giant too. I first met Andre in Paris, a place called the Cirque de Ville. That's one of the wrestling spots in Paris. The man is a gentleman, and he's also a giant. He's huge. You have no idea how huge the man is until you get close to him, then you can see how, actually, he's like a mountain.
7.5 feet tall, 470 pounds. That's big. Johnny, thank you.
Thank you very much, Frank.
That is the words from Johnny Eagles, and now we are going to trickly. Is trickly a word? Anyway, slyly, we're going to slip over here because I want to tell you about CBs. I want to talk about Tom Peterson, and I want to tell you to check this ad. Now, there are great CB ads. There is a great many different types of CBs. They're selling out on some of them, and I'll tell you, you probably never make a better buy. I'm sure you won't. A particular one that I would like to tell you about now, and this is the Jensen speakers. It has the antenna. It is AM, FM, CB, ready to go. The price on this baby, $147. And, of course, there are terms. It's your good credit. Go in and talk to them about that. And remember, you can call and collect on any of these things that we show you. You can call and collect in free delivery anywhere in our viewing area. If you want to call, it's 777-3307 after church tomorrow. Basically, about 10 in the morning till 9 at night, 777-3307. They'll take collect calls. Call in on any item you want, and you... 10-day trial on it. If after 10 days it isn't what you thought it would be, then you call Tom back and he'll take care of it for you. Also remember the free delivery anywhere in our viewing area, free delivery from Tom Peterson's, Southeast 82nd Foster Road. Now here's Tom with another great group of buys for you.
Hello, I'm Tom Peterson. At Tom Peterson, we have a great selection of console stereos. And everyone's a full-featured stereo with AM, FM stereo radio, built-in 8-track, and turntable. Just like this grandfather's clock. But it's more than a grandfather's clock. It's a full-featured stereo. Or this fireplace stereo. Or what about the bar, the psychedelic bar, great for the recreational room. Or this beautiful credenza stereo with Mediterranean styling. Or this early American stereo with toll painting, and yet it's only 32 inches wide. Yes, when it comes to selection and price, we've got both of them. And here's a full-featured Mediterranean stereo with AM, FM stereo radio, built-in 8-track deck, and turntable. And it's only 32 inches wide. And you can buy it for only $199. Yes, only $199. Quantities are limited, so buy today. That's Tom Peterson's.
Jason Lee, junior high, loves Dutch, or loves. They love, and it's signed by Dutch. That's the way it comes out. So better check their punctuation on that one. Hey, we hope this holiday season, good time to maybe take somebody to wrestling, make that a present, or make it a pastime. Come on out and see wrestling here at the Portland Sports Arena or any one of the many, many towns. And if you're watching us on cable up at Tacoma, or next Sunday, a week from tomorrow at Tacoma, at Foss High School Gym. And remember, tickets for Tuesday, 2894-222 is the number to call Monday or Tuesday. Nobody will answer that phone Sunday. Or come out to Sandy Bar's Flea Market here at the Portland Sports Arena tomorrow for the title. And a little double teaming going on as they go right back to work on Sam Oliver Bass. Working to the small of the back, right at the base of the spine. That's what they softened up. And then a couple of backbreakers by Rose gave him the pin. And they have been working. They worked on Rose for about 7 or 8 minutes during that second fall action, and they're right back at it again. Stomps, knee drops, driving knees into the small of the back on Sam Oliver Bass, keeping him over in their side of the ring. Using the ropes for extra leverage. Rose caught to the midsection by Bass, but Bass turned around and goes to the wrong corner. He is so groggy, he went to the wrong corner, or Wiskowski clubbed him, covered with a body press. Rose on the Oklahoman, and he is thrown off and over. Savage, he went about 3 feet in the air. So even at this point, as groggy as he is, Bass hasn't lost his strength. Catches a left hand and unloads a right. Groggy along the ropes. He's in a neutral corner. He's looking around for his partner. Lonnie is yelling at him. There's a tag, yes. Rose tried to stop the tag. Moondog, Mad Dog, One-Man King, Blonde Bomber, Lonnie Mayne, and that means Katie by the door. Savage stamping his feet, saying, Lonnie, don't do that. He bit him right across the bridge of the nose. Kick to the hamstring. Whip and a reverse whip, and it is Mayne over the top turnbuckle. Outside goes Wiskowski. Wiskowski outside the ring and into the bottom turnbuckle and steel ring post. Goes Lonnie Mayne. We've got 2 referees. We've got a fall apiece. The titles are up for grabs, and Wiskowski's staying outside of the ring with Mayne. He's trying to hurt him now. He's getting back in. I thought they were both going to get